Show me the all damn day. Stay at home all damn day. Bumped in. Show me the all damn day. Bumped in. Show me the all damn day. Stay at home all damn day.
I said I'm not ready to go live. Oh,
Oh,
we're live!
Gosh, Nick, what an opener. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have our coverage of the men's and women's singles event here in Kissimmee, Florida at the USA Dart Classic. I almost pulled the USA Darts Classic there as well. William Stewart alongside me is Mr. Nick DeShera. Happy to be here. Dominic DeShera, I should call him, because, you know, we got the thing for Pops now.
That is true.
But we're ready for action. We got a good one, too. It's going to be, well, Tracy Firetag taking on a familiar face in Laura Turner. Both familiar faces if you've frequented our stream before, because, well, Laura's actually been on it a few times herself with the WDF Virtual Cup and what have you. So, yeah, nice to see her in action here in the States, as well as a PDC commentator. You can't beat that. Come on now.
Yeah, absolutely right now. Looking forward to seeing what should be some great matchups here on the dartboard for our coverage of the women's and men's singles cricket event. Lots of fun to be had and a lot of good moments to be seen on the dartboard as Laura Turner wasting no time getting things going here against Tracy Firetag with David Garfinkel on the chalk.
Looks like it's a family affair for the Turners. Her husband, Aaron Turner, who's up there on the WDF rankings, is actually in attendance, as well as the kiddos, making a full trek out of it. Why not? You got Disney and what have
Well, and
you.
Aaron Turner, famously known as Jin Mount's partner that one time.
That one time. I wonder if they're playing again this weekend. I'm not sure.
Early on, Laura having firm control of the leg with a 3-number advantage and 80 points, wasting no time.
Fun fact, she stated to me when she was in that part of that virtual cup, she actually threw three different darts at one point.
Oh,
Yeah,
like at the same time?
at the same time.
That's not advised.
No. Yeah, they're just completely off. I mean, it worked, though, and now she's got her Cosmos set up. But, yeah, kind of a little fun fact there.
That is a fun
That's
fact.
a difficult one. I was like, are they weighted different? She's like, I don't know. I just throw 'em. Okay.
It really does show it's all about your mentality. Yes, certain darts pieces of equipment complement parts of the form, but it really is more about the brain and the arm listening. We're over here at the Wyndham Orlando Resort here in Kissimmee, Florida.
Actually, the Holiday Inn now. They just like they were
Like today that changed?
no. I think it's like within the last 3 months or so it changed.
Oh.
So that's why you still see it on there as Wyndham. But yeah, kind of unique. But
We're here at the Holiday Inn over in Kissimmee, Florida. Looking forward to our great coverage. 3011 Main Gate Drive. I know the street. I don't know the hotel apparently.
that's all right. That's all right. Those hotels can frequently change and what have you. But it's still a nice area. A couple pools to enjoy while you're here, as well as the darts. Why wouldn't you come for that one? So here we go. This is Tracy's in a tough spot. I mean, Laura's not slouching around here. 3.3. Tracy, on the other hand, not her typical self at this moment.
No, she played really strong at the Cleveland Extravaganza that I saw her at earlier in the year, where she got some great wins on the dartboard. Her top form is far from her current form in this leg. She's just going to have to shake that off real quick and just get into the momentum and into the swing of things.
I agree. You need to.
Of course, we do appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in across all of our different streaming platforms, especially on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for giving us all your love and support, because we're happy to have you here with us for every bit of the coverage.
Yeah, and we're chugging along here in this. I mean, we're pretty smooth sailing here on this front. It's only 6 o'clock local time, and we're already into the 32 in some stages, a little bit better in others. So yeah, I'm looking forward to quick day of singles cricket action.
You always say that, but these cricket games have a way of going on for, in theory, they can go on forever. I wonder, is there anything in the ADO rulebook about like maximum number of rounds?
No,
before a game's called?
absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's the thing about steel tip and soft tip that's so different, is you can have a game that lasts a long time, and that's something that I saw actually at Music City. Some of those youth WDF events, they were going the distance in their 5-1 games, let alone a cricket game. But only 3 on the board for Tracy.
Awkward position on that dart. You can see it's hanging over, so she has to get underneath. No visibility on the triple, but does go ahead and hit 2 singles.
Yeah, it does look like everything will be a race to 2 legs, best 2 out of 3, until we get to that final stage when they'll bump up to a first to 3, best of 5. So pretty standard for our cricket coverage here.
Yeah, and you'll see that in formats like this. There's main marquee events that have a traditional ladder format, and then there's events like this which have significant paydays at the end. $800 for first in the men's, $400 in the women's. So there's some decent chunk of change that can be won at the end. But, of course, in the meantime, got to keep things flowing, so you'll see a little bit more of an abbreviated format.
I think we need to. We'll have to adjust our saying, because it's something that we're getting used to as well because of the new changes to the WDF side. But they're moving to the now open and women's bracket. So everything will kind of make that adjustment, that little change there.
So you're telling me you handed me a flyer that has the wrong hotel, the wrong event names.
Well,
man, that's it. I can't handle these conditions at USA Darts anymore.
I did print this flyer about 3 months ago, and when things change and you're at so many other events, you don't think about that. It just kind of stays in the folder until you pull it out.
Well, Fire Dad's doing a good job of defending.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I'm sorry. Can I buy you?
No, do not. Do not. As Nick's going to be watching Billy Madison for the first time this week, and I'm very excited.
Is that what
Very
you guys
excited.
are decided on?
I'm going to show it to you this weekend whether you like it or not. So
That's not
It's
how
happening.
consent works. Here we go. 220s needed for the point lead. Fire Tag trying to get settled back into the leg. Has done a good job fighting off the attack from the 19s with Laura, but she has not been dictating the throw of Laura. That last art helps the cause, though.
Jared said, hope you guys have some time to enjoy the area in between streams. I've got to be honest, probably not a lot is going to happen. Our in-between time is going to be Monday and Tuesday, pretty much, because we are here for 2 straight weeks. So it'll be USA Dart Class, and then next week we have the DPFL live event about 10 minutes away.
Yeah,
Maybe
about
that?
10, 15.
Yeah.
Depending on traffic, it can be 5 miles away, but be 30 minutes of driving.
Yeah.
So,
Along with a lot of these folks in the background, they'll be making that double dip trek as well. Some choosing to go home, some choosing to just stay throughout. So, Monday, Tuesday, I know this guy's talking about Universal. and I'm like,
well,
I'm
guys,
not
leave a
going.
comment of what you want to see Will and Jen do for their first Universal Orlando experience.
I think this would be definitely my second or third. But whatever.
You've been to Universal Orlando?
Buddy, I've been to Disney
Don't
World.
you
I've
buddy
been to
me.
Orlando. I've been
Don't
to Busch Gardens. I've been to.
So then you're going.
I pulled that one off for you. Busch Gardens. When's the last time you've been there?
When I was 3 on a family vacation, I don't remember Busch Gardens. I actually never went while I lived it here.
Fun stuff. Tracy with a good attack there. Pads the points, closes out those 19s. On to the 18s or 17s for Laura. She's going to choose that 18 route. She fancies an 18.
Does find the 418s. The battle will continue on. Again, it's all about Tracy getting in position where she can dictate the throw. She's playing an aggressive close. It's a must collect. Looks like it's collected on dart number 2. I stand corrected. It was not in the trip, and now Laura has a great opportunity to be able to get a shot at the 20s. She finds the first on the trip 18. She finds at least a single on the second. And then takes a swing and finds the 20 for a magnificent 7 mark there. Good shot there from Laura Turner.
Yeah, big time shot. Just to give a little acknowledgement too, there is her lovely daughter, Miss Laura Turner's daughter, who's in attendance watching Mom in action.
Do you ever get nervous doing audience cam shots ever since the whole Coldplay incident?
I mean, even before that, I was a little bit nervous, let's be honest, with some of the stuff that we get thrown our way. Especially when you're zooming in on people like sleeping. Some interesting things happen when people are sleeping and you don't like really want to show it on, but at the same time, it's so funny. You have
It's
to.
like, how do you not, you know?
Yeah, so that's funny.
Well, we promise you guys here we won't zoom in on anybody sleeping unless it's Leonard Gates.
Nah, I can't promise that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, here's single 17 for the close. Laura's able to go ahead and play free if she wants. She is. She grabs the 16s. 15s are the swing. Not quite the grab, but now it's a 2-number advantage, and this is looking likely for a 2-0 win.
It's kind of a scary performance for Laura, honestly, because of who you're going against. And if you knock this person out of the bracket, who's probably going to be one of the favorites here in this one, I don't know. Those UK people, man, they sure don't like to play cricket a lot, but once they grab a hold of the game, pretty good. And I've actually played Laura a couple times in a game of cricket. Fun fact.
Did you win?
I think I won overall, but she definitely took a leg off of me or two. She knows the game. She knows the game for sure. Same with Erin.
Well, to not put the horse before the wagon, I'm just kidding. As Laura, if she does get through this match, we'll play either Emily Fergione and Marie McHugh. And the next round on the top side is a very stacked section. Asia Jobert taking on Tammy Dauber to play Carolyn Mars. Absolutely
Who's
brutal.
above that?
And then Paula Murphy, yes, on the top side though. That's
okay.
So they won't meet till the other side
Okay.
of the bracket. But yeah, Paula Murphy is going to either play Emily Caffold or Callie West in that next round.
Emily making a trek to the semifinals of the women's ADO National Cricket event, I believe. Maybe it was
It was top 8.
top 8.
I think it was top 8.
Maybe it was top 8.
She was definitely top 8, at least.
Laura, though, needs 3 to get the job done here in this leg and pull off a very big win over Tracy Firetag.
And that will do it. Laura Turner does get the win, and you can see the high five there. Firetag just couldn't get fired up in that moment. Feeling some frustrations, but you know what? It's a long weekend ahead, especially with that silver event tomorrow. It's maybe a blessing in disguise that you get rest up and get ready.
Yeah, definitely so. She's gonna be a little upset, not gonna lie, but yeah, just brush it off. No, you're playing against a good player there in Laura Turner. But we got more action coming your way here in just a moment, folks. We haven't given a word to our sponsors yet this weekend, so we're going to go ahead and do that one.
Big shout out to Manscaped. Thank you for letting us landscape your Manscaped.
Hey, I mean, it's quite all right with me. Whatever, whatever. I mean, if you want to sponsor us, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. But yeah, we'll get squared away here on our split screen view, and then we'll be right back with some more coverage here in just a moment's time, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Give us your money, sponsors. We need it.
You'll be seeing red and blue stars in your eyes when you shop our August Start of the Month special, the Win More Epic Starts, for 15% off all month long. These 90% tungsten darts will catch your eye instantly with the striking blue hexagon pattern sinking into the natural silver barrel. Not too sharp for mid to rear grippers that prefer a smoother touch on their hand. Choose between two steel tip weights, 22 gram and 24 gram, or the 20 gram soft tip model featuring unique blue soft tip points to take home to your collection today. You can also get a chance to win a Win More jersey in the size large with our monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our August Start of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends September 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month. And don't forget, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
This game is going to be key. You can tell by the way they're scoring. There may be nothing in it. One man misses, does the other man get? Yes! Double 12! That is the most amazing leg you will ever see in your life! I can't stay! 12, and the 9 Dark King lands another one! Covered by Team Michael. Double 12 back going! Michael back going! Luke Humphries, the ascension is complete. Incredible stuff. The world number one is world champion.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
What do you say? How about some more darts? And this time it's from a doozy matchup in Jason Brandon taking on Leonard Gates.
Yeah, this is going to be a very intense matchup. Just so you guys know, this looks like a final. It's a top 16. And that's going to be what we're seeing here. Leonard Gates, Jason Brandon, two of the top talents in the game right now. Just dominant forces. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table because this one should go full distance, maximum precision. I have a lot of hype for this matchup.
I do as well. I think that this one has every bit the likings of what you're saying. I mean, a top-tier matchup that's going to go the distance. Granted, it's only best 2 out of 3, which kind of stings. You'd wish this go to like 9 legs minimum. But, yeah, still we're going to see a good one. Both played well in their previous steel tip events at Music City. Leonard, I think, would definitely say he wanted a little bit more out of some moments in that bracket, but he'll take it.
That doesn't hold, though.
Exactly. And Jason Brandon, I mean, he did well in his own right. He had a few good runs that really showed just the kind of player he is nowadays. He's a dominant force, especially when it comes to cricket. I think that he kind of leans a little bit more towards cricket than 501 on the success rate.
Oh, I mean, certainly the case. I will say for Leonard, though, I don't know if it's beneficial or detrimental, but he didn't play the ADO Nationals this morning.
Yep.
And that can either help because you're coming in fresh or hurt because you're going against guys that warmed up all day.
Exactly. I mean, that's a good point to say is, but then Leonard is always the kind of guy that he comes. Well, I can't say he comes ready for every single matchup he plays against, but he's the kind of guy that does the work, does the preparation in his room more than in the actual tournament hall. He always carries a board with him wherever he goes. So he spends a few hours a day minimum on that before he makes his way to the tournament hall.
I couldn't even imagine. I will say I did pick up one of those One More Vertex stands recently.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to make holes in my new apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And so I probably will start traveling with a board for my driving events again because I've been hitting it like an hour a day, and now that I've been on the road, I've been really missing playing that hour a day.
Yeah. Once you're doing this gig for a while, you kind of miss the game every so often just because you see darts all the time, and you tend to want to play it rather than watch it. But
Oh, I want to do both. I want to play and watch it. Wait. Yes.
Can we commentate and play? Oh.
We can. It doesn't go well. But Leonard Gates does find the 18s very well, and now trying to attack the 17s. Needs a big single to get the close and have an advantage in the 18s versus corner pockets. That deflected poorly. I believe he didn't get that close. This is an opportunity for Jason Brandon now. And this is an opportunity that he's keen on taking. Butterfingers the dart, but needs a big single on this 18. Should be able to grab it. And does. Of course, Leonard going to answer right back with a grab. Moves to 16s. That's a good find. And finds another.
Wow.
Massive shot there from LG. It won't be a return to sender. Tried to pull the pin in the grenade, but it just doesn't quite find the right spot. Does still find a 5. Adds 1 dart to Leonard's throw with the points. There's the point lead back. 1 shot to the 15. No, it chooses to stay for the 5. I love it.
I think that's a good decision there. Make Jason hit. Make him collect. Yeah, that's a tough task with that first dart where it is, and only 2 captured as now Leonard will go ahead and look to close.
Yeah, so when you're in battles like this, on the 15s versus 16s, there's a couple different schools I thought you can have, but in that moment there, Leonard was thinking, I want 3 clear. I want to be able to hit all 3 singles in case I don't find that trip in the first or second dart. And that's exactly the type of opportunity afforded by the shot selection he had. And now there's no worries going into the bowls, as now he just needs 3 clear for a 1-0 advantage against Jason Brandon. 1 more needed and 1 more found. I will say I am disappointed in us, Will.
Why is that?
Because we did all those wrestling references earlier, and man, Jason Brandon loves him some wrestling. That's like he'll sit there and just be watching on his phone. He was showing me clips in Cleveland and everything.
Are you serious?
I'm not making this. Him and Clayana were. They were like, "Oh, I'm going to go ask him for an interview." He's like, "Hold on, let me finish watching this." It was a clip from like the 80s. Like, it wasn't live.
That's great. And look at Leonard here. Trying to make the best of his start here. How about JB electing the 19 round?
Yeah, very interesting, but he's trying to find his stabs at the 20s. Only finds the 3 of the 19, so you expect Leonard to probably take a swing. He does on dart number 2 and finds it back up to the 20s. He goes, makes it a big 7, and Leonard Gates seems determined coming in fresh to this event.
Very, very determined. He wants to prove everyone that he is the man with the plan, the man to beat right now.
But of course, I mean, Jason Brandon doing so well at the WDF World Championships and going on his run where he ended up going and losing to Paul Lim, if I'm not mistaken, in that semifinal matchup. Just showing his game has progressed so much, so fast in the last couple of years. It seems like he's been on an accelerated upwards trend. We saw the success at MSG as well.
Yeah, and that leads to things. He's kind of waiting to see what happens with the World Series, but potentially could be in Amsterdam for the World Series Finals, which would be huge for him. So we'll see. We'll see. But right now, he's got a little bit of work to do. He's looking on the bad side of this one, and it kind of gets a little bit worse from here because Leonard's probably going to Leonard.
Leonard likes the Leonard. His hat says pretty much his entire mentality. Why not?
I mean,
with a night mark pictured.
We are in Florida. Gator's going to Gator.
That is true. I did Tebow the other day for the first time in a while. Did a little Tebow for a picture.
That is so old school. I'm surprised you even know what that is, bud.
I lived in Florida when that was happening.
I guess true, but at the same time, my goodness.
Leonard Gates should still be able to clean up. He starts at the 20. I don't think he needed to, but it doesn't matter if you're going to go ahead and just close up a round. Doesn't get the 15s on the last, but needs 2 15s and 2 bowls. Jason Brandon needs to regain the point lead here. And the 15s are fine because a 6 does get the point lead back. He's looking for a 9, and he finds a 9.
Exactly what he needed there to put Leonard on his heels.
Leonard needs one more 15 to close. He goes back up. Finds 5. Jason Brandon still needs to get rid of 3 numbers and get the point lead back. Your whole thing is you got to just continue to try to fight to get the point lead, go for one clean shot, or you can try to start to pick and choose your fights, but no triples to let him have any decision or say in that matter.
Yeah, in a sense like that may be it for him.
Well, it's not quite over.
I mean, it's an achievable chance here.
3 bowls and a grab at a number would be massive. There's 3.
Go ahead and take the 18.
And the grab at a number.
Exactly. Take the 18 there.
God, I know what I'm doing sometimes.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
Of course, you still have to fade Leonard missing the trip.
Ooh, and there you go. He misses it. So 2 20s in the trip 17, and you steal a leg away. A miraculous steal.
I don't like the start. You have to, you have to start the 20. I know he was looking for an early parachute, and he finds 3 on the bulls, which is massive. But I think if he goes single 20, he can find the trip 17 a little bit more consistently. It won't matter. Leonard Gates will not get the point lead back. Another shot now. This is interesting.
Very interesting. There's the 20s. And there should go the 17s. 2 singles gets it done.
Dead to
Wow.
rights Jason Brandon that leg before he fought all the way back.
I wouldn't. I don't know how that happened, to be fair.
180 points scored on the 15s when Leonard still owned the 20s during that same battle.
That is big time from Jason Brandon to keep himself alive in this bracket. Who will advance to the top 8? Will it be Leonard Gates or will it be Jason Brandon? Subtle advantage here to Leonard, who has the start. Brandon would love another triple there.
Of course, you talk about known talents in the game, in the international audience. Leonard Gates, probably the most popular player that we have over here as far as when people talk about North American players overseas, I feel like.
He's an old man. He's a 3-time senior world champion. Come on. Well, I guess
I think it was
not
more
world
the
champion, but 3-time major.
I was going to say more so because of his dance moves and his personality in the interviews. They do love some Gator over there. We love him over here, too. JB needs to find 6 on the 19s to have a point advantage. And there only finds 3, halfway to what he was required. I mean, Leonard Gates should be able to get a 3 swing at the 19. He's choosing to take a stab. But this is where Leonard gets himself into some predicaments every now and again. Is that there, I think the 1, 2, 3 on the collect is way more powerful. Instead, he only hits an X on the 19s. JB, if he gets a 4 mark, can swing up if he wants or get another number.
Oh, that would have been a great collection on the 20s, and he's kind of thinking coulda, shoulda, woulda. My 19s are gone.
Still, that's an opportunity to get back in. It's not a deadhead run because a 5 mark here does make it even on the score line.
That's exactly what he achieves.
Oh, and Leonard pulls it, finds it.
Yeah, stays for another big dart. 120 is magnificent. It forces JB to stay on these 18s.
And JB does find 3 on the 18s, but it's wanted a lot more considering the 6 from Leonard. But Leonard's continually choosing to go for just 1 dart stabs at numbers rather than going for 3 clear closes. I'm curious about that just because, again, it's a lot more about what you hit than what you miss in a game like this.
Yeah, Jason's upset there at that go. His rights, too, because, well, Leonard just goes ahead and grabs another wedge on you.
You can see Dustin Holt just sitting back there watching every bit of it, hiding right behind Jason Brandon, so you can't see it right now. But he was there, I swear.
Yeah, he's enjoying this matchup. Knows it's going to be a good one. I think that's what everybody's standing around is kind of keeping an eye on this one here.
The biggest irony of being a darts commentator is when sometimes the stream finishes and there might be other events still going on in dart halls, is I find myself in the habit of sitting down and watching another dart match. I'm like, how am I doing this still? I've been doing it all day.
It's bedtime. What are we doing?
But good darts is good darts is good darts.
True. Well, 2-point differential here as Gates goes ahead and takes the close on the 18s. That's an interesting time to do it, but he closes the door shut there.
He had way more significant point leads at other opportunities where he declined to close, but he does have the 2-number advantage, and that probably weighed heavy on his factoring his decision.
However you want to say it, Nick, it works. Here we go.
Now 4 on the grab and 50 points of separation means 4 marks on the 16. You're going to be playing for a 7+ and hope for an opportunity in the next throw to stab the numbers. Gets a 5.
Yeah, we do got a question about possible prototype. That could be what's going on here with Leonard. It's definitely a different dart than is normal, as it's all silver, and his cut from Winmore has a little bit of black in there, so I'll have to take a look.
I know what he's throwing.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
What?
He's throwing my prototypes.
Get out of here, Nick.
He's a big fan.
Definitely not the case. So yeah, we'll take a gander and a view at those throughout the weekend. See what we can gather from them. But that was a clutch round at the board there. Nice 7 mark to pull him out ahead by 82.
But if we learned something from the last leg is don't count out Jason Brandon on his comeback opportunities. Although, again, looking grim for this leg in this matchup. Leonard Gates is in a position where he should be able to hit the 216s. He starts 20, finds a single, drill a single on this last start. And now Jason Brandon, the 15s and bowls bailed him out last time. He's going to need to channel some of that same energy in this one.
Yeah, it's simply not enough for JB there. And I think that he can get one more opportunity at it, but I sense his time is coming to a close here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he needs 7, so he's going to have to squeeze everything out, and he still will probably reapproach without the point lead, even if he does hit it all. There, only finds 6 short arms to last. And LG should just focus on closing this 15 with a 2-number advantage. Does get on dart number 2, so he moves on to the bull. This is looking all but over for Jason Brandon.
Yeah. It's a great run. I mean, they're both playing at a 4-1 average here, but Leonard just a little bit too much to ask for. Had the start in 2 legs. Should be able to muster this last dart in, and does so for the win. Leonard Gates advances into the top 8. Jason kind of surprised him there how close it was. You can hear him discussing it and talking to each other there in the background. Kudos to Aaron Jalbert for doing a little chalking duties there. As we're going to keep on going as well, folks. William Stewart, Nick Teixeira. We're just about midway through our coverage of this singles cricket bracket. So, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to make sure we thank the ADO for naming this event after us.
That's it. We still got a few remaining top 32 matches for the ladies. Men should be into the top 16 almost fully. So that's probably where we'll continue on before getting the ladies matchup. So we'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Our coverage of the USA Dart Classic continues in just a moment.
What is the purpose of the Vertex stand? This product is made by Winmore, and they have solved 3 different problems. Number 1, when you don't want to permanently mount a dartboard. Number 2, when you can't drill into your walls. And number 3, when you want to travel with a dartboard. Not everyone wants a dartboard permanently mounted into a wall. Perhaps you just want to bust out the dartboard occasionally to entertain friends or family. The Vertex stand is perfect because you don't drill into the wall, you simply lean it against a flat surface. This is easily the most convenient product I've ever seen that you can set up or tear down super fast for portability. In minutes, you can have everything packed and ready to go with you for your next darts tournament or a friend's house or even camping. You can lean this bad boy up against a tree. On top of all of that, I love the idea of being able to easily travel with a dartboard. This thing is awesome. I was given it just to review, but believe me when I say it is not going back to A to Z Darts. They can try to pry it out of my hands.
Dart weights generally vary from 20 to 30 grams. From sort of 20 to 23 grams is the more professional and advanced route, and that is generally because it's a smaller dart, there's less surface area, so it gives you that option to be a lot more accurate. But going on from there, if you're starting out or at an intermediate level, we recommend a dart of kind of 24 grams and above because it's just got that bit more direction to the board. We're going to talk about grips on darts now, and there are lots of different options for players out there. Particularly when you're starting out, I think it's key an aggressive grip just to help you get settled with your style as you're beginning in the sport. We're going to look at the different styles of grip. I've used this dart as an example here. I think this is a very common dart for a lot of players. It was one that sort of suited my style, not too aggressive and at quite a slim barrel. But it is personal preference. You've got to feel really comfortable where you hold it. If you're just starting out and you maybe feel like you need a bit more grip, there are these aggressive style darts out there. There's plenty of grip in the middle, but like I said, it's where you place your hands on the barrel and you've got to feel comfortable. Starting in darts can be really daunting, so we're going to take you through some of the basic equipment to help you improve your game. There are three main parts to the dart. We've got the flight, the shaft, and the barrel. There are thousands of different selections on offer, and we're going to take you through a select few. We're going to start off with the torpedo dart, one we associate with Luke Humphries. He used this kind of dart because it lightly flies through the air. He's not got that sort of abrupt throw that other players have, and it just suits his style of play. The second dart we're going to look at is the parallel dart, and this is a very common design for me. I feel this is a good guide for starting off in your career. The likes of Michael Van Gerwen and Darrell Gurney have gone on to be very successful using this style of dart. It's one I started off with as well, and it's been perfect throughout my career, and it can suit most players' styles. The last set of darts we're going to look at is the specialist range, and obviously there's thousands of different options in this range, but it's one I'd associate with Peter Wright, obviously a player who's craving that perfection. Different styles will make his darts land different in the board. Obviously it is a dart that suits the more advanced player.
Got a dartboard with shabby segments and worn out sisal? Don't buy that brand new dartboard just yet. There's a much better solution. Knowing how and when to rotate your dartboard is an underrated practice many players neglect. Why rotate your dartboard? Although sisal is self-healing, you can't prevent the damage that occurs over time with high traffic segments like the treble 20. By rotating your dartboard, you can replace the 20 segment with a different segment that sees a lot less dart action. The damage gets distributed throughout all the segments, making your board last much longer. Decide how to rotate your dartboard. Whether you go clockwise or counterclockwise, be sure to stick with one method of rotating your board for consistent results. If you rotate it clockwise one time and then counterclockwise the next, you may be going back to a previously damaged segment instead of a fresh one. Return your board accessories back to your board once you've rotated it, starting with the number ring, and you're done. Dartboards are a big investment, so it's important to take good care of them. Regularly rotating your dartboard will help ensure you are throwing at a fresher 20 segment and will help make your dartboard last longer. Hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you next time.
The second one we're going to look at is the integrated setup, which is the flight and stem all built in together. As you can see, it's got the perfect shape. There's no fiddling about like with the classic where you've got to pull the flight in and out. But again, it's down to your personal preference. Looking at dart cases now, and we've got one here. This is very important when you're going out to a dart tournament to have your spares in there, your flights, your stems, your spare barrels, points even. It depends on your preference, a dart player. Myself, I tended to use a smaller wallet. I didn't like to have too many options and stray away from what the basics were. I'd have things like the odd set of stems, set of flights. But like I said, these all come in different sizes. It's down to your personal preference, but it's good to be equipped when you are playing darts.
He just threw a 9-darter. That's a tornado.
Alrighty, folks, here we go. Back better than ever. AJ Jalbert, Carolyn Mars here is, yeah, we figured out the confusion, didn't we? I was just as confused as you for a second. I was like, wait a second. So they moved our board numbers around from 67 to 61, Which, like, if it's 64 or something, yeah, easily noticeable. But it's like those two numbers just seem to be deceiving.
Yeah, no, well, ones and sevens, you know, it
Exactly.
depends on the penmanship. It's a whole thing. Now, this should be a great matchup as we're looking at our current ADO 501 national champion, Asia Jalbert, taking on Carolyn Mars, who just lost in the finals of the Cricket ADO national championship.
Yeah, it should be entertaining. Kind of the old guard versus the new guard, per se. As, Asia definitely the rising up-and-coming star. She has been for a while now. How many youth titles she has.
Well, Carolyn so far just showing her frustrations from earlier cricket results by dominating this league, it seems. Finding good success and clearly controlling the board. Asia does go ahead and find some 17s. Might be one of the very few dart players you'll see in Florida wearing a hoodie while she plays.
It's a little chilly in the hall, especially compared to outside. Come on now. Big triple 15, couple 19s as well.
Yeah, good find there. Is again, Carolyn kind of just dominating this position right now with 3 numbers up. Asia just going to focus on getting a number settled in place. First time I ever got to commentate Asia was at Cherry Bomb quite a few years ago now with you and me. And then from there, just have watched her dominate time and time again. And Carolyn does grab the 316s there. So we'll have advantage going into the bowls and looking likely for a leg 1 win. I'm going to start using likely again because Jason Brandon proved me silly earlier.
Yeah, we kind of got to add that one in there, don't we?
Check calling out that looks like there was a mismark on the score. I guarantee you that it was just a mismark. I'm absolutely certain that has nothing to do. And you can even see Carolyn. She does get pretty close to the board to check the points on the tips.
Yep.
So it was clearly just a mismark. And frankly, a single mark did not change the status of this particular leg. Unfortunately, that's stuff like that can't happen. We don't have a dedicated chalker. But it was clearly just a miswriting.
Yeah. And it's at the player's discretion whether they wait for a chalker or not. So, yeah, I mean, things happen. And if you say otherwise, well, don't lie because probably you've made a mistake as well. I've made numerous. Numerous.
I leave my mistakes for missing into the wrong numbers. Good 5 to follow the 5 to get things going in leg number 2 here. Carolyn Mars does respond well, but Asia in her honey hole of the 20s. She's hit some wonderful shots we've seen here on the top of the board before, including that 160 at LVO.
Yeah. That 160 was definitely a memorable moment against Rhian O'Sullivan. Couple big triples there. And she takes a look at tops. What a 9.
Carolyn Mars saying, you know what? I'm just going to hit it all anyways. You can't miss score a 9, Carolyn. Good shot there. Big find. But Asia not going to roll over at all. She's going to continue to stay in this fight. Finds a good 5 in response. There does get the close. Asia now pushed down to the 17s. Grabs 2 on the 17s. Doesn't get the close. Carolyn Mars is now in a position where 3 17s puts it in pole position. Switches to the 15 on dart number 2. Very interesting. I understand that she probably didn't like the position at the first start, but if you're going to bail off the 17s, I think I would have rather spent on points just because Asia can get a shot here at the 19s. Not going to be able to now. And there, just the 2 mark means that Carolyn can go right back to the 17s or finish what she started on the 15s. She'd like to do both, but she's going to have to choose one, and she chooses the 17s with the close.
Wow, that's just impressive the way things are moving along here.
They're not messing around out there.
No, they really aren't. I mean, they are pushing. And I think a good reason is because you're in Florida. I mean, people want to enjoy where they're at rather than just life in the dart hole. So why not go ahead and do so?
Well, and with the design of the room and the level of competition, there's a certain expectation of, hey, this is professional. Get to your board quick. Don't mess around. Most of these players aren't here to party. Now, the blind draw, if it runs at the same speed, color me impressed.
We went ahead and requested the men for right now. The rest of the way, it looks like they're streamlined. And Joey Law already into the semifinals as he beat Elliott Milk 2-0. You got Jeff Springer Jr., Norman Madu, and then Scott Essel awaiting Aaron Turner or David Fadden. That one's actually about to come to a close. And then Jib Widmeyer, Leonard Gates.
Let's go Storm and Norman.
Yeah, that's quick. And I think the ladies, this is, of course, a last 16 match, but you do have a couple top 32 matches as well. So if it plays out correctly, men the rest of the way, we should get at least a quarterfinal matchup, a guaranteed semis and finals for the ladies, no matter what.
I'll translate that for everyone listening. We're going to continue bringing you great dart matches on our live streams. Feel free to sit back, hang out, and watch all the fun as it happens on the dartboard. Carolyn Mars 2 bowls away from the win. Asia Jalbert, unfortunately, looking like she is on the losing end of this affair. One more bowl for Miss Mars, our finalist from earlier today in the ADO Nationals. Doesn't get it done quite yet. Asia needs at least one bowl to close. So right now, if she hits double-double, she can get a shot at the 19 to save the match.
Such a tough shot, though, especially now. I mean, that is a blocker dart if I've ever seen one.
She was able to stack on it, surprisingly.
Exactly what I'm thinking. How did she end up at least getting one there, let alone trying to go for that double and getting two? But here we go. Carolyn just needs the one in a very impressive 3-9 performance here.
Yeah, you can't knock anything about it. Carolyn Mars there just confirming she got the dart in, and that will be the win. So there you go. Good stuff there. Unfortunate exit for our ADO National 501 champion.
Just kind of hearing in a little bit here. I think she's talking about the moment there.
Yeah,
so
I think they were
for you that are questioning, that just goes to show you these players are not the players that are going to do that, especially on stream. They know better.
Well, you also could see Carolyn going up to the board several times to see actually physically what she hit. So no matter if it happened or not, there was no intentionality behind it.
Exactly. So we'll continue on, folks. We'll be right back with some more entertainment from the USA Dart Classic here in just a moment. Thanks for watching. Well, what do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do this. How about a top 8 matchup here in our open singles cricket coverage as we got David Fadum taking on Scott Essel in what should be an appetizing affair here. Nick Teixeira will be joining me here in just a moment, but we have already 3 other competitors locked into the semifinals. It's going to be Norman Madu taking on Joey Lanaw in our bottom half of the bracket. And then the winner of this one will take on Mr. Leonard Gates in our other semifinal. So your top 4 will be one of those, one of these 2 gentlemen added to the other 3. But Scott Essel out of the New Hampshire area, Massachusetts, New Hampshire area, I'll say that, just so I don't get in trouble. Has been one that kind of makes these sneaky runs every once in a while. He's a quality shot, and when he produces it with some consistency, you see runs like this. Now, David Fadum, of course, he is in the running for a Lakeside appearance. Really did a number in that Dutch Open, and I think going to the finals there, if I do recall. Just missing out in that one. But that really put him in the rankings, in the running for that Lakeside appearance. So either way, we're playing cricket here, not 5-1, so both these guys know triples is what you need in order to win this matchup. Scott having those 19s his way. Wonder if he's going to pad some more points or go for the 16s. He elected the 16s. Try to steal that wedge away from David as well, and that's exactly what he does. A great 5 mark there for him. He has that 55-point advantage and looking more like he's going to grab this leg. We get Scott looking for 3 bulls here to take the first one. Nick, how's it going out there?
It's going great. Went out there to vibe and temperature check, and let me tell you, I already got called someone's favorite commentator from USA Darts. Big compliment.
That was a joke, by the way.
You had to take a picture for someone to say hi to Jen. That makes sense. And now we're back here in the action as there you go. Scott does grab the bulls and grabs leg number 1.
Yeah, big leg for him there. Granted, David just not having his best stuff. So we'll look to counter here and try to steal this leg away from Scott. Difficult first. Counters and captures that 3rd dart to at least gather some points on the board. You can see there, Fadum rocking the Modus Super Series patch there.
Yeah, had a great run out there and did some good performance over in Modus at the Holy Grounds over there. It was great to see him do some damage and continue our representation on the Modus pretty well.
You're not lying about Holy Grounds. It's an old church where they play at, so it's a little creepy church, to be honest, as Danny Labby says. Oh, I love the creepy church. It's great.
Well, there, the Scorpion does strike its tail at the 20 to get the close.
Yeah, big-time conversion there. But you can see Scott still has these 18s, so we'll see. But an interesting one to do because now Scott, going to elect to take the shot at the 19s. Unfortunate for him, 3 fats is what he achieves there. So really not as much damage as he would have liked. Of course, would have loved to grab that triple first start.
And Fathom taking a gamble that he would find a trip in the first 2 darts at the 17. He does, but doesn't collect on the 18. It was still a good attempt at it. Just doesn't quite turn over to the other side.
It's kind of a risky play being you're 1-0 down here from Fathom, but however you want to do it, whatever you think is your best strategy.
Yeah, it's one of those. You're right. He is 1-0 down. But part of the thing is when he does a shot like that, it does force the decision making and controlling your opponent's throw. It becomes a more expected variable, and it's a calculated risk because you know what your opponent has to shoot at now. But here, with a good opportunity given from Scott, was basically handed back over despite the 4 from Fathom.
Kind of crisscross those 17s in order to capture the triple. I was thinking, man, he's going to be lucky to get 2 here, but got the 4. He did answer right back with the 4.
Keeping the run alive right now.
Such an aggressive strategy for Fathom here.
He's kind of just leaving it all on the table. I don't love the situation, but that's exactly how they're playing it.
He's done this in the past, though. He plays this kind of, I get up by a little bit. I'm going to take my chances where I can. If I get them, you're done for. If not, well, it's not going to go my way.
Well, yeah, it's living large to the finest degree. As, again, fighting to get into this position to go ahead and play Leonard Gates in the top 4. You're this deep into the bracket. You have every right to believe that you could win this bracket.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like everybody's kind of circling an opportunity here, whether it be Joey, Norman, Leonard, or one of these two. You're coming home with a decent chunk of money. Now just make it more money.
More money, more better.
Big fist pump there at a 4 mark.
Yeah, there was definitely him taking a laugh with it with somebody or something.
We'll see. It could be just enough. I mean, you've got this point spread of 58.
Well, the point spread will not be recovered unless he finds a trip now. Doesn't get there. Those are all hugging that same wire. Feels unfortunate.
Gather some more points on those 15s. And how about some more on the 17s as well? Big time conversion there for him.
Yeah, Fathom finding firm control. That's a lot of alliteration for me.
Yeah, I would say so.
Fathom finding firm.
Don't just stop while you're ahead, Nick. You got it the first time. No reason to do it a second time. That's a shake of agreeance there from Nick if you weren't catching on to that one.
I was actually trying so hard to think of another alliteration to make you upset, and I just couldn't get there. As Fathom should be locked up to make this 1-1 in this matchup.
Now what a turn as he's now producing a 4.3 average here in this leg.
Yeah, a great performance. Again, that 4-0 baseline. The winning legs, you want to be above that, but for the day, if you're averaging a 4 in a format like this, you're going to be exceptionally happy and producing good results.
Big, deep breath for Fathom as he will get the start here. It's been 2 breaks of throw. He'll look to hold here in this one to win the match, and look at him, only a single mark. And if I'm Scott, I really think about stealing that wedge away and hopefully gathering a 4 mark plus.
No acceptable thought otherwise than I'm going to take the 20 and punish that when you're going second in a last leg decider in cricket. And after that very poor first dart, it's an excellent recovery for a 6.
That is a magnificent recovery because you're like, oh, no, here we go. Here comes a 2 mark, and then I didn't do anything of value. Well, he did achieve something, and Fathom quickly – I mean, what do you think about that, Nick?
So, again, he's challenging Scott here. If Scott hits 3 19s, it makes David have to hit a 7. If Scott hits a 6 mark and closes the 19s and grabs the number, it puts him in pole position.
It kind of puts Scott in an interesting situation where he's always under pressure, even with the advantage. But he just returns the –
That's fine.
But yeah, oh man,
Those first 2 darts didn't collect on the 18. He hit the cover shot, and Fathom was trying to bank on him hitting a 7 mark. When he hits only a 2, now Scott only needs to hit a 3 mark to have an even bigger advantage. So if you're Scott, this is exactly what you want. If you're David, the gamble's not paying off because David had to hit a 7 right there.
Yep. I like the strategy or the mindset from Scott. Looking at the floor, kind of trying to focus in on his own game. It's tough to do that in cricket, but he gathers the 4 there to keep pressing the lead.
And again, what a monumental last start.
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
hit that and you get the X right back, all of a sudden you're losing advantage, you're losing ground. Now instead, Fathom finds 5, gains a little bit back, but controls in Scott's hands.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been on his heels rather than his toes there, essentially. Now he's kind of thinking, all right, just kind of close this out here. Maybe go back to 18s for points.
Yeah, if he doesn't hit that first start on the 17, he should not have gotten back. And I don't like that. You have an X on your number. David Fathom should close the 18s in this turn, and he's going to close it more likely with the point lead now. That's exactly what's happening. Scott played right back into it. He switched after the first miss, which is fine, but he switched back on the third dart, and that was risky. It's a risk that now is asking, can you hit the 7, Scott? If you hit 4 16s in a trip 17, good on you.
Advantage for Fathom. Or is it?
There's the 4 on the 16s. Decided to stay, didn't swing it.
Staying for all 3? No, he tries to go for the 15 there. May have collected. He did.
Well, that's a big find on that last dart.
That is a massive find.
9 mark is now the request for Scott.
It forces him to either take the look or stay on the number.
Absolutely right. And after finding no troubles in the first 2 darts, he has to stay, and there only a single mark. David Fathom broke the spirit of Scott. And again, I think Scott's decision on the 18-17 might have been the difference maker here.
Double needed, and he took his shot, too. I mean, it was an interesting strategy, but it's nothing new for him because he does this frequently, but what a payoff.
Well, and again, it was Fathom playing aggressive, playing close, forcing an error.
Bull hitters joining us saying steel tip cricket, our new favorite game. And we'll just stay in the UK. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad that they're better at darts and better at content creation and better at most things involving things that we do.
All right, whoa, that was uncalled for there, bud. Fathom needs another, cannot produce, as he leaves himself 1 bull away from a semifinals.
Again, that's a wonderful prize of playing Leonard Gates.
Womp, 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 womp.
Leonard, who in that previous round in the quarterfinals, 2-1 win over Jim Woodmayer. And Fathom to cross the finish line. 1 more bull needed. Not yet. I don't get the switch.
He's fighting the inevitable.
And it's not inevitable. Well, I mean, right now, a double bull, the 17 didn't help. It made it 25-point difference. There's an opportunity. Double bull, trip. It's a long shot, but it's still a chance. Scott doing the match just to make sure. If you drill this double bull and hit trip 17, trip 15, that would break the spirit of my opponent for sure. Not going to happen. Needs to just focus on regaining the point lead just in case. But this one still should be in David Fathom's hands. It's an even score. David Fathom has 3 darts for 1 bull. You should just drill this.
Yeah, go attack. No reason not to. And there you go. He gets it done for a semifinals match with Leonard Gates. So it'll be Leonard Gates, David Fathom, Norman Madu, Joey Lanaugh. Is that exactly how you had it playing out?
Listen, no. There's no way you can play in a bracket like this when you have so many talented shots. But, I am excited to see that top 4. I'm excited to see Storm and Norman doing well. Of course, Joey Lanaugh can keep up his good form as well. I think it's still any man's game to win. Although Leonard Gates coming in the freshest, I'm still going to tip the hat his way.
Well, folks, hang out with us for a bit. We'll be right back with some more entertainment as we continue our coverage of the USA Dart Classic. We'll be right back with your semifinals of singles cricket here in just a moment.
Bull hitters, I'm your biggest fan.
You'll be seeing red and blue stars in your eyes when you shop our August Start of the Month special, the Win More Epic Starts, for 15% off all month long. These 90% tungsten darts will catch your eye instantly with the striking blue hexagon pattern sinking into the natural silver barrel. Not too sharp for mid to rear grippers that prefer a smoother touch on their hand. Choose between two steel tip weights, 22 gram and 24 gram, or the 20 gram soft tip model featuring unique blue soft tip points to take home to your collection today. You can also get a chance to win a Win More jersey in the size large with our monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our August Start of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends September 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month. And don't forget, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
This game is going to be key. You can tell by the way they're scoring. There may be nothing in it. One man misses, does the other man get? Yes! Double 12! That is the most amazing leg dance you will ever see in your life! I can't stop! Double 12! And the 9 Dart King lands another one! Covered by Team Michael. Double 12! Back going! Michael back going! Luke Humphries, the ascension is complete. Incredible stuff. The world number one is world champion.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Can Gezi Price and the amazing Luke Humphries win this crisp $100 bill with these baby darts? Rules are, if he can hit a single red bull, I'll give him $100 for every red. You ready?
Ready. I'm ready to go.
Let's go. Gezi, you ready?
Yes, go.
Let's go. I'm not nervous at all. I came with the receipts. I've got 500 of these. Good effort, a good effort. Not bad. Now we're dialing it in. 6 more darts.
Are you panicking a little bit or not?
Oh, no, I've got the receipts. I'm good. So that's 3 darts, 6 more.
Oh!
It's green. It's green. Sorry. So close. Oh. Oh.
That was a great line.
Well, yeah, that first one. Yeah. Here's our last 3 darts. Can Gezi get this?
Wow.
Oh! Maybe 3 more than he would have gotten it, but a great effort by Mr. Gervin Price. Thank you. Next time. Last 3 darts. Can he do it? I want him to win, at least one. Oh, unfortunately not, but I'll have to come up with another challenge for you.
Number quits.
Double the quid next time, no problem. All right, Luke's mad at me for fooling him with the baby darts, so we're gonna go with some American woody darts made in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I don't think you guys have these, do you?
No, I've never ever thrown with one of these before. They're kind of slippery, so.
We're gonna go for 9 darts as well, 200 points or more, and the 100's yours, and then we'll try for the Red Bull.
Yeah, I think when in the olden days they used to play with them, but I've never thrown one.
The olden days, yeah. Well, they're pretty slick. It's just wood here, and they're kind of light. So let's change up the rules a little bit. We're gonna do a 9-dart challenge, but if Luke can hit 200 points or more, I'll give him a fresh $100 bill. How about that?
Lovely.
85.
Yeah, I need to be straight now, don't I?
Not bad, not bad. Oh, 31. Oh, 43.
Yes, good.
100.
Sorry, Luke. Sorry, Gezzy. We don't care about you anymore. Here we go.
Get him out of here.
We got another great matchup, and this time from our semifinals, it's Joey Lanaugh taking on Stormin' Norman Madu. As hopefully that PDC experience will tell Norman to go to the right-hand side rather than the left. We'll figure it out.
He's going to storm in Norman all the way through the camera angles. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
I love it. I something that people don't understand about Norman is that if you're a Florida dart player, you've played against him quite a lot. He frequents all the different competitions out here. You see him all the time. I met him when I was just a youth player, and let me tell you, class act as a class act comes.
Well,
Joey's all right too.
Let's be honest. He's still a. We forget he's only like 22, 23, well maybe 23 now. He's a young man with a lot of growth that can still happen, and that's scary. Because I mean, what was he? 21, playing in the CDC Continental Cup, making a semifinal run there. And just continues to succeed. And, I mean, to come through the bracket that he did today is pretty impressive, sitting in this semifinal area. I mean, he's playing for a good chunk of money as well. You look at the overall, top $200 for top 4. If you can win this one and get in that second place spot, $400, winning it gives you $800. So that really helps out with that hotel cost and the trek down here, especially from New York. Well, he's New York. That was dumb.
Yeah, that's great. That's fighting words
That
over
was,
there too.
I was thinking Garfinkel for a second, his jersey sponsor.
there
So
you
I
go.
got away with that one. I'm sorry.
I will say, to your point, Will, the money's absolutely a big factor, but let's be completely real. It's also the title of saying, hey, I was the best in this room, and this is not a room full of slouches by any means. Any win in any competition out here feels massive. Whether it's Kobe going 16 straight legs in the youth, or it's getting your ADO Nationals win for Spellman, or maybe one of these gentlemen winning the Open Cricket Singles on the Friday night.
Did you say where Norman resides right now? Is it Ghana?
I believe he spends more time here in Florida than anything.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm almost because he's at almost
He's-
every Florida Steel Tip tournament.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, he has to reside in Florida. Surely that would be such a trek.
Yes.
all over the place for him.
I don't quote me on that. I mean,
Yeah.
we never really talked about it, but he's at every Florida tournament.
And he plays all those CDLC events. So, I mean, he was just in the Bahamas for the recent one, playing Rashad Sweeting in the final. So, it's really taken off there in the Caribbean and what have you for darts right now.
And Norman's an interesting player, right? Because you look at Joey, who, yes, has a lot of experience, especially relative to his age, but is younger on the scene, right? Versus Norman, who has been playing at the highest level for North America and Guyana and all those other places for so long. The experience is invaluable that you earn by playing through so many competitions in and out.
Joey trying to find it, cannot do so on the 18s. So Norman will probably attack that wedge to close.
Currently running at your top 8 of the women's: Sheila Miner, Kim Pantai, Jacqueline Abergel, Carolyn Mars, Laura Turner, Lane Lizak, and Denise Johns.
You forgot Paula Murphy there.
And Paula Murphy.
Taking on Jacqueline.
Taking on Jacqueline.
You just skipped over.
Don't know how that happened. You literally should never forget or count out Paula Murphy.
A few big names in that ladies bracket. I mean, Kim and Paula is a good one. They're two teammates. Then you got Carolyn versus Laura. That is an appetizing matchup. And then Lane down there taking on Denise John. That's a good quarterfinal there.
Yeah, Lane playing with a little extra heart on her sleeves with a family member passing away on Tuesday.
Yeah, I heard about that, and it's so difficult to play with that background stuff going on because it's always going to be somewhat present. So yeah, thinking of her for sure. Her and her mom.
Absolutely.
Her mom's playing this weekend as well, and
Russ
Russ is
here.
in the room as well. Only a trip 16 for Joey.
Now, this is still a question for Norman. I start 15 here.
Oh, my.
I'm just kidding. I start 16 here if I know I'm going to hit it. Still needs to grab this. You don't want to leave the opportunity to Joey. And grabs just a 2 on there.
But this is what you're saying. That's why you start on the 15s, just to have something just in case. But that right there, that first start from Joey is massive, and I think he just took the lead with a 9.
That's amazing shot there from Joey Lana. Gets a big 9 in there, and it shows, again, you're right. If the inverse happened and it was started on the 15, it would have been a completely different scenario altogether. It's a tough because the shot selection didn't enable the best possible route there for Norman.
And yes, bull hitters, that is the Laura Turner, PDC commentator, as well as a lady that just took out, well, WDF 7th ranked Tracy Firetag in this cricket run. So,
yeah, I'm actually getting ready for my break. Do you think I should ask her if she wants me to swap in for her top 8 match?
I actually did. I actually said, hey, that was a good win there. And she goes, really? And I said, well, she is WDF number 7. She's like, I thought so. I know she just didn't produce it. I was like, yeah, you're kind of right there. But, I mean, a 3.335, what you're averaging, pretty good. I take it.
Well, it's not over yet. Norman is still storming. Norman is still storming. But not quite. Does fall short. Needed 3 more points on the turn. Joey should be able to clean this up. And does do so for a 1-0 lead. And again, the shot selection from Norman at the end is what made the difference. Otherwise, it was something where Norman probably could have won if he just inversed the shot. If he had a trip 15 and 2 16s.
I absolutely love Hazy just rocking the cowboy hat up there, chalking as well.
Was it Leonard Gates that said surprisingly small head for Hazy because he tried to wear the hat?
That is the hat from Leonard Gates. Quick fire questions with one more. Yes, looks like a child's hat on Leonard. He's got a big old dome. Not much in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Head empty, dart throw. Got it.
You can text him and say, Nick said that, if you want to.
You can. I'll deny it. Joey should be able to regain the point lead, but needed to do it with all 3, so it doesn't take a dart away from Norman, as Norman should have started the 20 regardless there. So now staying up. Should stay for 1 more with that position. Gonna stay for all 3. No, he's shifting. He does take a look on the last. I probably doesn't like the position of his flights, but I don't like that last start look. I would rather prefer it to be another number if it wasn't going to be the 20. Nine points of difference. This time Norman with the point lead, just starting the 19s, playing for a 3-mark close. You have to make sure to find this last one, and he just sails that last one outside to the right. Stormin' Norman in trouble as Joey is quick to find the trip 19. Quick to switch up to the 20s for the 7 mark. Good shot there from Joey.
That was a fantastic shot, and it's a shot that he can sit there and think, this is my leg as well. I can win this 2-0 and just sprint right on into the finals.
And you know Joey Lana is my 3rd favorite Joey.
Joey Chestnut, number 1.
That's
right?
number 1.
I mean, it's got to be.
And then Baby Kangaroos, little Joey's, at number 2.
That was.
Then it goes Joey Lana.
He's Australian. I get it. All right.
How is Chestnut not number 1?
It has to be number 1. I mean, American icon Joey Chestnut. the Glizzy Guzzler.
When I was over at ESPN, I got to tell you, Evan got a huge kick out of Bubba saying his favorite athlete on his player information form was Joey Chestnut.
He said it a few times.
He got a kick out of it.
That was good. Norman really needs to find something of value here, and I have a feeling it's not enough. Joey going to make him pay.
Yeah, Joey's just walking on through now, finding a big 7 mark. Again, I think Norman's one errant turn of shot selection is what defined this matchup, which is unfortunate because that first leg was hyper competitive, and this leg started off competitive as well. But Joey Lanau just choosing to be the force to be reckoned with. Trip 15, not quite over, but it's just about there, and a good performance from the New York, not New Jersey player.
Thanks, dynamite dropping.
Just wanted to remind everybody what you said. New Jersey has better bagels than New York, though. I'll say it.
Whoa, brother.
I'll say it.
That is a no-no.
I'll say it.
No.
I'll say something else. Never had a bagel in New Jersey.
Okay, there we go. That's a big win for Joey Lanau. And Lanau, as we said, sprints into the final. I mean, just an impressive display from the young man throughout the day. Just out of curiosity, can you go back to that men's bracket for me and just kind of scroll through and see Joey's overall performance? I mean,
he had a 2-0 win against Elliot Melk, 2-0 win against Robbie Phillips in the previous rounds, and then he had a 2-0 win against Smokey McSmokerson.
That's a name.
That's legally binding. And then continued to find success. 2-0 win over Tim Chrisman. And let's see, Joey one more time. Drum roll, please. I'm not hearing the drums.
It's a bye.
He had a bye.
So literally a sprint. No lie. Has not lost a single leg in this cricket format. He'll play either Leonard Gates or he'll play Leonard Gates in the final up next. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here for the finals in Kissimmee, Florida, for the USA Dart Classic, hosted here by the ADO. My name's Nick Teixeira, joined by Will Stewart on the mic, where we got Leonard Gates and Joey Lana about to give quite the performance you have to feel for this final match.
Yeah, I mean, Joey coming into this has not lost a single leg. Leonard has had a couple interesting ones, especially against Jason Brandon that we saw earlier. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this battle for a title here. And we bump up a leg here. It's a first to 3 leg battle rather than a first to 2.
Well, normally I would be really excited to see something like this as well. But right before we went live, you said, I got something I want to say when we're live.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying as Joey does hit a big 7.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and give it to you. There were some people that were not very pleased with you on your bagel statement, and that being one, Joey's mom, Janine, who just texted him and said, hey, can you go behind the scenes and tell those 2 guys, which there was one that said this, one person, that would be Nick, that said that New Jersey bagels are better than New York bagels, and that is an absolute BS statement.
The correct
but
answer
then,
is Montreal. They have the best bagels.
But then you did say I've never had a New York bagel anyway, so yeah.
No, I've had a New York. I've never had a New Jersey bagel.
Oh, well, that not comparison. The New York bagels are definitely better. Here we go, though. Back to the match. Funny little moment for sure. We had to at least acknowledge and say, yes, Jenny, we know. I know what you're talking about. Maybe not Nick. The hair dye's getting to him. But here we go. Leonard is trucking on. There's the trip 20. There's the trip 19. Back up to stairs, trying to gather it.
This broadcast brought to you by Teaneck Road Hot Bagels over there in Teaneck, New Jersey.
Oh, stop it, Nick.
7 hit from Joey. Again, the battling continues on. Big hits early on from both these players, showing that this is going to be a battle of haymakers and slobber knockers.
It's definitely going to be a good one. I mean, the fact that Joey hasn't lost a leg, and he's played against a couple good competitors there. Norma Dew, Elliot Milk, Robbie Phillips as well. Those names are no slouches. They're tough to best, and to know he slid right on through to this point is pretty nice. But he's got to get the win here against Leonard as well. Always a tough competitor.
Misses the big number, so he wasted a dart. That's going to be a bit of a reprieve for Leonard, who is facing an onslaught of what was a 6-0 average there for Joey up until this point. And the reprieve used well as Leonard finds 7 on the 17s, regaining a 1-point lead and adding a dart. Joey has to fish for an angle. Yeah, it goes down to 17s on the last. Had to take that dart after the first 2. It's unfortunate because that's not the shot selection he envisioned, and now Leonard Gates has an opportunity to go right back. He is and continues to find success. Good 7 from Leonard Gates.
Great 7 mark. And he is A-OK to continue trucking on. He can go to the 16s if he wants. Yeah, there you go. Big 9.
Joey started this leg at a 6. He's throwing a 4.9 and now is on the outside facing in on the 15s. This is a high standard affair and another 7 mark for Joey Lana. 5.1 plays a 5.2. Leonard Gates bossing it around.
Stated earlier, the final boss. I guess we'll go with. We do have an update. Paula Murphy into the semifinals, waiting on Kim Pantai or Shelly Miner. And then Laura Turner and Denise Johns into the semifinals. So we should get a semi and a final from the women's bracket up next.
Miner's a tricky one because of
that
the
is
G.
the G.
That's how I remember is I go G minor.
That's pretty good.
Like
That's pretty good.
Kendrick right there.
That's pretty good. Well, you need a few bowls, don't you? How about 6? Almost. Gets the 5. But Leonard only needs the 3 if he so attacks it. Probably just going to stay for more.
Yeah, a single added, so once he got the trip, he knew he had enough of a lead. I guess Joey can still go double for double, but doesn't happen here. It was a calculated risk, and it was one that was well advised, as Leonard Gates now has 3 clear for 1 bowl and will take the first leg in this race to 3 format. You can see the hall's filling up as the blind draw is about 12 minutes from getting underway. They just closed those sign-ups, so if you're listening to this now, Sorry.
We warned you.
We tried.
Great 7 opener from Joey. Will Leonard match or best it with a 9? He goes ahead and matches it. Great collection of his own. And a tough workaround for Joey. You see him step over, not satisfied here. Does he go ahead and, yeah, he's going to abandon. You can't blame him. You almost hope for a new wedge rather than the 19 shot there, a forced 19 shot, but either way, you got to collect.
And again, the rationale, of course, these guys are really good at finding big trips consistently. But the rationale being is, where's your single the most valuable? More often than not, if Joey hits a single at the 19s that are already closed by Leonard, it won't actually come into play until significantly later in the throw. There, in that case, Leonard not regained the point lead. It did come into play earlier on. But when in doubt, your single is best spent on an unclaimed number. Your single is also best spent on a number that you can point on. A number that's closed by your opponent that you hit a single on typically doesn't yield the most fruit. Cricket 101. I could do a whole masterclass on cricket. Like, not that I'm good at playing it, but I think I see it different.
All right, Nick. Let's not lean on Leonard or Danny Baggish or any of the few other. Paula Murphy would even be one you could throw in there.
Of course, big shout out to Hamburg Hot Bagels over in Hamburg, New Jersey for sponsoring leg number 2 of this matchup.
Stop it. Fantastic round there of an 8 mark for Joey. Pushes the advantage. Doing exactly what he needs to do.
Yeah, this is great stuff from Joey. He's continuing the form from last leg where Leonard has faced a little bit of a dip. You can see he's averaging a 4.9 for the match. It's dipped just a little bit towards the end of the bowls. He was at a 5.1 the majority of the time.
A little bit of a dip. Kind of throwing 4.
Statistically speaking.
Good gravy.
Yeah, I know, but at a 4.4 when he was at a 5.2 the last leg is more so the reference of what I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
And now at a 3.7.
Joey's thinking just go ahead and run with this one. Make it 1-1.
Yeah, he's still in great position. Should be able to continue to maintain control as he just needs the 315s. Wanted to get it done in the first 2 darts so he could get a shot at the double bowl, but we'll be happy nonetheless knowing that he has 2 numbers in advantage.
Yeah, definitely so. Great 4 bowls from Leonard, but as you can see, Joey just needs a 2. We'll go ahead and attack here to make it 1-1, exactly as planned. 2 holds a throw in this final. Now it's just a best of 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle between these two. Not much separating them overall to 4.5 versus a 4.6. So we move on to leg number 3. Leg number 3 brought to you by River Road Hot Bagels in Fair Lawn, New Jersey.
Oh, Nick, you're going to get us killed.
I would just like to say I really haven't had a bagel. The only thing I've ever eaten in the state of New Jersey was Quiznos one time on a road trip.
That New York food. Whew. Lovely.
It is really good. It's what makes going to New York worth it, besides also the U.S. Masters, which is amazing.
True. Very true. Gates trying to find it. Needs the triple. I believe that's a neighbor, and that is unfortunate for Gates as Joey only needs 2 to close, attacking right away. 1-2 punch. There you go. Down to the 19s for more. Love it.
Yeah, some good play there from Joey, maintaining control despite Leonard having the throw. Leonard now needs to go ahead and hit big on whichever number he chooses. Choosing the 18s. Is that dart going to be helpful? It seems to be. And collects a 5 on the turn. It's enough where, again, if you're facing a downward position in cricket, it's about maximizing how many points you can get off numbers that you expect to be close on your next visit.
It's a great 7 mark from Joey. Really forces Gates to stay on the 17s here, and he answers right back with a 7 mark of his own. But you can see the differential sways to Joey here, especially with the higher wedge. at 57 compared to 51.
And again, good math play from Joey. If he's going to shoot the 17s, he's either going to shoot for all three or just a one dart stab, gets the 4 17s for a 121-point advantage, and then takes the swing. It's great play there, and it's going to afford him many positive opportunities, but there doesn't collect on a trip for the 19 or the 17, giving Leonard Gates a chance at a 9. But not going to be a 9. Instead is going to take a 5. Gain a little bit of ground back in this matchup. Getting it within 1 mark, but this should be a 1-2-3 punch. He's choosing to not 1-2-3 it. Played it risky, doesn't get the close on the 17s. This is where Leonard Gates can get back into this. This is the shot.
Oh, ho, ho. And we hear him say, come on. That is a massive round of 9.
And again, Joey chose to not do the 1-2-3 punch. He chose to hit us. He should have threw a single 19 and 2 17s. And they're having a little bit of laugh about something between the two of them and giving a little high five. But now, because Joey didn't opt for that and Leonard hit the 9, it's a position where Leonard has control, potentially, depending on the start. Doesn't hit the 19, doesn't close the 16s either. Control handed right back. Darts will take and darts will give. No matter what, though, you can tell Leonard's in a good mood. He is being extra jovial right now.
Definitely so. Definitely so. How can you not be in a good mood? Making a run here in this one. Look at that face from Joey. Knows he's got the advantage, just needs to take the reins and go. Big 6 on those 19s. 103-point spread. So forces Leonard to throw all. Well, I thought he was going to go ahead and attack all there, but maybe just didn't like the workaround.
39 points means that this is a question of a 6 mark for Joey.
Mm-hmm.
And Joey doesn't hit the 6, so Leonard hedging his bets a little bit. Still needs to find 4 on the 16 to shoot the 15 with a point advantage. And won't be able to do so. 39 points was the difference going into the previous shot, so that was also part of his decision-making, I would assume. Knowing that it's under the 50.2 bull threshold. Joey does go ahead and confirm the close on the 16s. Doing the math, single 15 does not add a bull. It makes it 21. So he chooses to throw the bull in the last start. But sometimes you just don't overthink it. It's okay to get close within range because then your next start will push the bull. Because Leonard Gates, another one of those, doesn't find it. But does make this interesting.
A little bit. See how Joey chooses to attack this. Once more from those 15s. Almost finds 7. I thought that was going in.
I don't know how that dart found the single. That dart should have been destined for the triple.
Yeah, it really looked like it. Leonard answers right back with 3 bulls to give him the advantage once again. Oh, that's a tough dart, and he only grabs the 2 singles.
Leonard loves the shot.
That's what I'm saying. This is going. Most of the time, this is going from Leonard. I give it about an 85% of the time it's going. Oh, he says, come on, stupid.
Leonard not holding back his feelings on that shot.
Oh, my goodness. But it's a chance. Joey here.
I love that. He just said, I'm going to stop messing around, takes the big risk, takes the big hit. 2-1 advantage, first the match point, Joey Lana, and he will get the darts in this leg. If he starts off with the 20s right, this could be interesting. He'll take a 5.
That was a crazy little turn there. I mean, you miss your chance, you're going to pay in this final, especially with these 2 great competitors.
Now, of course, a 5 answering a 5. No early breakaways, but Joey, it's all about calculated play and defending your high grounds.
That was a big break of throw from him there. I mean, he does the right decision, hammers in the 5 mark there to give himself a 102 advantage. Now, granted, Gates fires right back with 6 19s.
Again, Gates seems to be on a mission, but so is Joey. And Joey has proven to be up to the task with the standard. These guys are neck and neck. It'll come down to who gives the opportunity to win. It comes down to that one big miss in each leg. Of course, do want to say leg number 4 sponsored by B Bagels from Jersey City, New Jersey. Thank you, B Bagels.
Oh, you're. It's not me. It's not me. Sorry, everybody from New York.
Sorry,
it's
guys.
not
That's
me.
Will Stewart.
Nope.
I apologize.
Yeah, needed at least the 7 there. I think somebody just got called. So Jim Widmeyer's coming up to do the chalking duties for the rest of this one. Yeah, it was Todd that has a matchup. So
Sorry for the T-shirt of Chalker as he walked away, and that was not ready for that.
some are gold, some are questionable.
I understood the moral of that shirt. So here we go. Back to it. The battle up and down. And again, Joey taking stabs there, but his single doesn't serve him well on the 19s. And because it doesn't convert, Leonard Gates is having an opportunity, especially if he finds a trip. He doesn't and takes the same swing up. Opportunity back and forth, both players hitting the same version of the shot. This time, Joey will get the 19s finished off and back up to the 20s. How far away can he separate it?
And that is a very difficult workaround on the second. Almost manages the triple, but not the lead that he really wanted going into the 18s or 17s here for Gates. Because one big shot of even a 4 mark, he could take a look, but
I do see our chat participating in helping explain the game of cricket. Real quick, the game of cricket involves the 20s through 15s and the bulls. It's all about hitting a number 3 times, whether that be using the triple segment, double segment, or the singles. Once you hit that number 3 times, you control that number. Anytime you hit it after, you will gain points. If you and your opponent have hit the same number 3 times, nobody can get any further points on it. That number is now closed out. Your goal is to close out all numbers in the game and have the most points, or at least tied by the end. Pretty good, huh?
it was a decent approach there.
Go ahead.
It was
Your
a
turn.
decent one.
Try
No,
it.
I'm good. Gates knows he needs this here. Lanal with the upper hand, having the 18s. And that's why he took the risky play there to try to close it. And I think that may be a point here. We'll see. Gates needs a 9.
Just on the other side of the wire. Ends up being a 4 on the shot. Joey can go ahead and set up a pole position win with a big shot here.
And that works. It closes those 16s, adds a little points.
It's not the silver bullet, but it's
No.
quite the flesh wound.
Exactly. It's not the guaranteed you're going to win this, but it does just enough to halt Gates. And you can see only a 2-mark answer. Joey looking promising for the win here. Pad up the points. Why not? Yep. Big triple on the 18s. Mark it down. You starting the J process on that trophy already.
Well, there you go. Joey Lanal, 3 bulls for the win in this matchup in a 3-1 fashion. One more needed, and one more needed after that. There we go. Does get it there.
Wow. Joey Lanal loses 1 leg in his cricket run here at the USA Dart Classic in order to take the singles cricket title here in Kissimmee, Florida. What a run from the young man.
Yeah, absolutely an impressive performance. Not one that is uncharacteristic of Joey, but Leonard was on a mission. Unfortunately, just doesn't go his way. But we'll be happy with a runners-up finish to start off his weekend here for the ADO and WDF events that we have coming up in store for you. But we are not done yet, Will, are we?
No, we are not. We still have a couple more great matchups headed your way, as it looks like Laura Turner and Denise Johns And then Kim Pantai and Paula Murphy are your semifinalists on the women's side. We'll get one of those matches in our final up here in just a moment, folks. Don't go anywhere. William Stewart, Nick Teixeira will be right back with those matchups.
Shout out to Hamburg Hot Bagels, Best Bagel and Coffee.
No, stop. I can't get to it quick enough. Nope.
Oh,
New York
and
has better bagels.
it's- Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got another great matchup here, and Joey Lanaugh comes to ruin everything right as the semifinal match is going to get started. I don't blame Joey. I blame Jen Mounts, as they had to take a quick photo op real quick. But it's Paula Murphy taking on Kim Pantai in this top 4 matchup, and Paula gives Joey a little head pat there, so saying, "It's okay, Joey. Good job on your win." And here we go. Time to get the match underway. Paula Murphy, who we saw earlier today, have an absolutely excellent performance in the ADO Nationals event, getting her 8th title ever. And now it's a good matchup here. Kim Pantai and Paula play each other more times than I could probably count. Very familiar opponents. Because they're very familiar partners. They played together so many times on the dartboard. And if certain players say that they struggle playing against their friends, these friends don't struggle to play against each other because they have to be used to it by now. Paula gets just a 4 mark on the board, but gets what she needs out of that 4 mark, closing the 20s and getting a mark on the 19s, forcing Kim in a situation here where she has to get more than she would like to in this given moment, it seems. Only 2 on the 19s for her close. Now that Will Stewart's not here, I would just like to remind everybody that I did not mean my bagel comments earlier. I was just saying that because, honestly, trying to cover for Will, I had to come up with a whole different storyline to distract from all of his shenanigans. It's a whole thing. Oh, hey, Will, how's it going?
Still talking about bagels, huh?
That's me, Bagel Mania.
It's a decent bagel spot.
It's probably the best bagels in Vegas.
I would say that. Biggest bagels for sure. Probably bigger than some in New York, to be fair, but
Here we go. The size of the bagel, it's how nice the dough is.
True. True. All righty.
Well, I was talking about here, some people say they struggle playing against their partner or friend, dart partner or friend on the dartboard. These two have to not be afraid of that because of how many times they've played against each other in tournaments, right?
At the same time, I always see Kim after these matchups, and unfortunately for her, she kind of knows that Paula gets the upper hand most of the time. Let's just be honest. She's like, yeah, but why can't we play in the finals?
That's true.
It's always one side of the bracket rather than in the finals that they usually meet. So that's kind of unfortunate.
Well, even last weekend, they were set up for a second-round matchup before Kim, unfortunately, did not get through the first round and had to go and fight on the other side of the bracket. But even there, another time where they were on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah. And just looking, it does look like we will get probably both semis here. I just went up to the front tournament judge and said, however you want to play it, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're running ahead of schedule for sure. So I believe we're going to get both semis and then the final.
I love it. Bring us all the ladies onto the live stream. Paula does regain the point lead. Was trying to regain a little bit more with the 3-house advantage versus the 16s. And that last trip will help quite a lot.
Yeah, that's going to help a good amount. 3-5, 3-0 here. Kim a little frustrated because she knows she's got to work her way around that dart. And, yeah, I believe she is rocking the same barrels as Paula, too, doesn't she?
You're the expert on barrels.
Take a look, brother.
I don't claim to be a dart barrel expert like you are.
I believe those are the same darts. Same flights.
No, I'm pretty sure they're the same darts, same flights.
Great impression there, Nick. We'll find out here, just a guarantee. But I'm pretty sure she does rock the same barrels.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she does.
Yep. Now, she does, it is the same flight pattern, not the same shape. She does rock a more of a standard style rather than the pear shape for Paula.
And that is Paula's signature line.
Exactly.
Design, I should say.
Exactly, yep.
She loves her dolphins.
She does. She even rocks them as earrings every once in a while, which is pretty cool.
I always liked her black and gold version of those flights as well. Those are the ones that were actually my normal flights I
There's
rocked
been
for a long
some
time.
fantastic. I mean, even not to pick brands over brand or whatever, but the Fit Flight series has been pretty good, especially for like Robin Curry. I enjoy hers. Even the Cali West one. That was that Western theme for a bit. That was really
I was always
cool.
partial to Joe Cheney's chainsaw
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Those
for
are pretty
sure,
sick.
for sure.
But all the flights are all the same. They fly good, don't they?
Yep. Whether it's L Style, Cosmo, a one-piece system of the Mini, or even you're still rocking the Fold, whatever you fancy. Your setup is your setup. Whatever gets you to whatever point you want to be at. If it's a mid-level player, maybe you're achieving more. Maybe you're just happy to get involved.
Look at this from Kim, trying to do a little bit of shenanigans. Trip 17 doesn't get the close all the way, but she was trying to, and very successfully making a comeback in a leg after Paul had slowed down on the gas.
See Paul saying, come on there. Wanted more. She knows she needs to achieve something to gather that lead again.
If I'm Kim, I'm still throwing 2 17s here and leaving it 4-3 on the Bulls.
I mean, take your shot. Why not, you know?
She agrees, and now on to the Bulls.
Hit that double. Paula needs 3. There's 2. Got to work it over.
Yeah, she needed to move it, but does not find it. Goes outside.
I mean, that was a semi-decent reference there.
Do you have a better Madagascar reference?
No,
on your,
not
in your
at
back
all.
pocket?
There's not one. There's not one.
King Julian.
That's not one.
That's from.
But it's not one.
That's what
It
more-
doesn't
it's
top
what-
it.
King
Doesn't top
Julian.
it. It doesn't top it. Well, Paula gets the win there. On a 2-7. Not exactly what she was gunning for.
Well, I think Kim starts off with only a 1 in leg number 2. That leg, she did all that work to get all the way back in, but just doesn't quite convert. Paula, if she channels her form from earlier in the day, is absolutely lethal in a position like this. And there does find a 5 on a good deflection. Sometimes the darts gods do listen and care and get you the darts where they want to go. Sometimes they deflect the other direction. They're only a 3, which looked like it could have been more from Kim. And they are having some fun out there with the blind draw, I can tell you that much.
Definitely so. That was a roar of laughter, whatever that was.
It's like the noise that Tom makes in Tom and Jerry when he stubs his toe. Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty spot on, to be fair. Kudos to you for the Tom and Jerry reference.
I'm cooking right now.
I figured, yeah, I mean, the classic stuff was way out of your ear, but I mean, some of that newer.
Yeah, but I had Boomerang TV growing up where you got to watch all the classics.
Solid.
That was like the go-to channel.
Paula grabs the trip 19, closes the door there.
Yeah, Paula playing very solid darts right now. Kim not far off the margins. Again, almost completing the comeback in the previous leg. But Paula seems to be starting out these legs really strong, and Kim seems to be finishing them pretty strong. Can't afford a miss right now, though. Needs to find this trip 17 no matter what. And there, bails to the bull. Doesn't even shoot the 18 or the 17. That doesn't feel very good in this moment.
No, not at all. I mean, I've been one to escape to bulls as well, but usually when it comes to 16s, 15s is the only stuff left. I think Kim just felt like, well, this isn't going my way, and just resulted the bull with that last dart. But she can still do this. It's just going to take a lot and some misses from Paula, who's currently throwing a 4.0 in this leg compared to your 1.8.
And Kim does contest the X on the 15s rather than going up towards the 18s. Solid play overall, but it's one of those things where right now Paula just has control and dictation of this matchup and continues on. I had something ready.
Oh, it is in. That will count.
Now, if I'm Paula, I grab the 218s here personally, get my third number, and continue with my point lead.
She'll be thinking the same. Goes ahead and grabs it. You don't really worry about the 16s in this situation. Of course, now you've got those, so just onto the bulls for the win, and another finals appearance for Paula Murphy.
And as Paula Murphy always says, red hair don't care.
I guess you're saying that as well, huh, Nick?
I learned from the best, Will.
Kim does grab 2, closes out those bulls. Paula needs 3 herself to close out the match. There's 1. Great marker for the double.
And bam, there it goes. Made it look easy. It was easy towards the end there for Paula, it seems, and Kim frustrated.
You can see that written all over her face. Again, why is it the same bracket? Every time, the same side of the bracket, and she's just going, I just didn't give it a go. It's unfortunate, but a great run for Kim Panta. I mean, she's coming home with some dollar bills, so that feels nice, especially being that you're not too far away. I mean,
yeah,
travel costs a little bit lower for them.
No flights was always a big win, right, when you're at a tournament. But they still have another tough match for Paula Murphy on the other side, where you got Denise Johns taking on Laura Turner next on our stream board. What should be a good matchup to see what happens and what this final will look like against Paula Murphy. We'll be back in just a moment's time with more coverage here. Nick Teixeira, Will Stewart, and a bunch of bagel cravings. That was terrible.
I got the perfect point there. I'm terrible from Nick Teixeira. Yes. Yes.
And now to our other semifinal match here for the ADO Singles Cricket Friday night matchups here. My name's Nick Teixeira, joined by Will Stewart. We got Laura Turner making a return to our main stage, going up against Denise Johns with special guest chalker Jennifer Mounts. How about that?
Jenniferth Mounts doing the
Jenniferth
chalk
Mounts.
duties? That's crazy. I think she was surprised because she still got her camera in view, too. Look at that thing. It's just sitting there. She's like, all right, I guess I'll chalk. Why not? No, I love it.
Oh, Jen Mounts and the dad jeans on chalking duties. But we got a good matchup here and what should be fun because Laura Turner showed all the signs of a late bracket performance earlier today. Our first look at Denise is so far looking promising.
You hit her with dad jeans? I've been calling her mom jeans, but dad jeans?
Mom
Come
Jeans is
on,
one of my
brother.
favorite bands. They have the song called Scott Pilgrim versus My GPA. Excellent, excellent Midwest emo song. Yeah, I know ball.
That's crazy.
I know ball.
That's crazy. All right, anyway, this matchup, I mean, Denise kind of making a good run in this one against a tough Laura Turner. Laura, of course, more prominent in the 501 game than the cricket. She'll be the first one to tell you that, but she's pretty solid at the cricket side of things, too. I mean, earlier we saw her throw a 3-5 against Tracy Firetag to win that match and get to this point here.
Well, just like Eve Watson said when we were at the Las Vegas Open, the triples don't really move. It just changes how you're supposed to shoot them.
That's exactly it. I mean, that's why they can get away with it, because they hit them, and if we give them an opening, they're just going to either point to death or make a move that you didn't anticipate, and it still works out for them.
Nikki Henshaw proving she's still a woman after my own heart by talking about how she loves mom jeans. Thank you, Nikki Henshaw.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I'm sorry you've listened to that trash. I'm just kidding.
Seriously, give it a shot. Actually, no. I know I'd put that on for you later, and you would complain that you were listening to
Yes.
it. That is not a Will Stewart genre.
Well, quick close there from Denise. Up 10 points. Forces Laura down to the 17s here. Potential marker dart for her. We'll see how she utilizes it. Usually I like the bottom side of the triple, but she may fancy something else. And, yeah, she's more of that bottom side rather than the top side. So only the single mark.
There, a little bit of an opening. Denise only finds the 117. This gives an opportunity for Laura. I would have preferred Denise to be a little bit more conservative with the 20s because now a trip at any point here gets you a shot at the 20. There's the 2 on the close. Moving to a side angle, staying on the 17. Can the dart go? It can be a single, but it won't be all of what she ordered. Just enough to add a dart to Denise's throw. This should still be a 1-2-3. There's 1. There's 2. Dramatic pause. And there's
Laura
no
was
3.
banking on a miss there. You could kind of sense that she was like, "You missed this. I'm gonna capitalize." She's got the opportunity. And she's not. I mean,
Yeah, she didn't swing it.
Ooh, I figured the double was incoming there. I figured she'd fancy that, but
I don't love it because now this just leaves an opportunity for Denise to regain firm control, and firm is the right word. Big shot there. Beautiful 7 mark.
that was a magnificent round at the board there.
And again, Laura, sometimes you got to take those easier shots, right? You take the single for the point lead, then go up and pop the 2 singles on the 20. Banging on a last art triple, you just can't guarantee it every time, although she is good enough where she feels like she can, and she has every right to feel that way.
And that's what you have to mention that there. If she would have taken the 2 shots to close and had it done and dusted, then Denise forced to the 16s or 15s, maybe a different situation. You don't know.
Now, Denise has done a good job of controlling this leg throughout this battle so far. Has not really slipped up with that control since the beginning of this leg. So credit where credit's due. When you're dictating your opponent's throw well and then continuing to push them along, you're doing something right.
Yeah. Identical averages, but yeah, I mean, the start is a massive thing.
Quick to bail out after that first start hugging the wire.
This is, I mean, we'll see here.
7 marks on the table. There's an argument to pop this 20.
I was thinking the same thing, Nick. I'm like, there would be, either way you go. Do you go for more points or 20? You have to, you have to collect on that next dart.
You're still making a 5-bowl shot with a 28-point difference, and it's 5-2, which is even tougher. But I think that was the only chance that Laura would have at a game shot in this leg, so she's going to take her best opportunity, and there, unfortunately, it won't go.
Mentionable, too. I mean, we were just kind of looking at well, I'll save it for after this one because it looks like Denise should put this away. Maybe not.
And she does not, so now it's 4 bowls needed for Laura. Way more achievable.
Double right off the rip helps.
Single doesn't hurt. Single doesn't hurt, but now you need the red bits.
Walking it in.
No, and that's a beautiful grouping. How that doesn't find the double, it blows my mind, but Denise still has work to do. Another one of those.
That was a tight one, and Denise manages to get it done. So I want to go ahead and mention this. We'll take a look at Laura's first throw. I wanted you to look at the placement of this hand and the flight. You can see she angles it really far in there before she releases. I didn't see that at first. Man, that's such a unique release.
Yeah,
or pullback, I should say.
There's some players that will have the tip pointing in the opposite direction and use the part of the turn in to strain it out. It's a tough habit to have because it can easily lead to some errant darts if you're not feeling your form. Clearly, Laura is and has good control of knowing, hey, this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and course correct.
No, it's not only that. It's the fact that she also tries to almost pulls it down, the flight down to her shoulder as well, which is kind of a toughie. But clearly, savvy veteran, it works out for her.
Right here, I do like the shot selection from Laura, who decided to contest the 17s when they had only an X. Unfortunately, unable to convert. 9-point difference. She's looking right at those 17s again. She's looking right at those 20s again.
Great try, Nick. Great try. Yeah, good closure there.
I was thinking ahead.
Exactly what you were doing. There's Laura's daughter looking on again.
It's wonderful to be able to have your family there cheering you on, supporting you through the journey.
Definitely so. Oh, what a close. That I didn't see that one coming. I figured she'd hang on the 20s for a little bit more. Chooses the close. Forces Denise to the 18. She does grab 3 singles to capture it.
No, this is a 20. Now, this is the turn that can decide if I'm Denise. Is alarm bells going off for this leg? Because you're so close. It's only an 11-point difference. It's 20s versus 18s.
Oh, Laura. I don't know going for it after the first.
Yeah, after the first you should pull the parachute, but will it matter? Will it come into play? Should not, as that was only a bare minimum recovery.
It really was. I anticipated Denise to attack in that circumstance. Try to press for a 2-0. Once again, your finalist, Paula Murphy, awaits the winner of this one.
Big miss on that last start. Needed to grab the single 18. Will it come into play? Once again, Denise had an opportunity to punish, and it doesn't really happen here.
It really doesn't, and Laura's got to be thinking close with the last.
And you have to drill this big single 18. Does it do so? So is recovered. 17-point difference now makes it it's a very favorable number difference because now it's a force on the close on the 20, or you had to go find at least 5 16s. Chose to close at 20, but now Laura only has to hit 3 on the 16s versus the 5 mark still needed by Denise.
That's a tough first start.
Not as bad on the second. Oh, here you go. Guides right in off it.
Yeah, a great marker with the first to put it in. Exactly as she likes it. She kind of has that angle to her dart. Just use it as a guider.
Now just needs to stay true on a 1, 2, 3. Drops low, and again, this is where I'm pulling. I'm going back over. Single 16 pushes out of reach. Single 15 doesn't help, and now a triple does get you shot at the 16s. And remember, Johns has the 1-0 advantage. But now just two 15s and then back to the 16s to add a bull should be the shot. Grabs on the first, might just go straight for the bull. Now you should be going 16 this last start. Stays on the bull to pile on the pressure.
It potentially gives Denise a look here. Not anymore.
But now Laura only needs the two bulls for a 1-1 and a last leg decider. Where Laura only lost that first leg by one bull difference, and she does go ahead and get that. Shout out to our chalker, who's been doing a great job.
Rocking the GoPro, too. I'm excited to see some footage of that one on the old Jen Mounts Darts channel, or USA Darts, whatever she puts on.
Just remind everybody that GoPro for a chalker only looks at half of a tablet.
Well, if she angles it right. I should have ran out there. Angle that right so it matters. So we can use it later. Well, that was an unfortunate start for Denise. Laura, oh, man, she just misses outside with the last. Was trying to make her best effort to steal away those 20s.
A gift is made into a present that is declined and regifted back and forth. Laura might still pop this 20. Yeah, she goes ahead and does. It's everyone's favorite number. Can she get the 19 as well to help her cause? Doesn't quite get there, but the 2 mark on it will help. Denise going to stay on the 19s as well, contesting the X. Again, when we say that, it's about saying, hey, your opponent has 2 marks on it. Make those 2 marks not nearly as valuable by getting the close.
Yeah, but this is a situation where Laura's going to I hammer the 19s all day here.
Yeah,
just make it hurt.
I don't consider anything else. And maybe if I had 2 trips, I might consider something, but really I'm just wanting to get as much as I can get on it.
Yeah. I mean, really make her pay. He's tried for those 17s before abandoning to the 18s. But you really like Laura's current situation, especially with Denise only throwing a 1.8. But you can't give her any room. There you go. Close it away.
Yeah, again, another great find from Laura in these moments. And now Denise is pushed into some trouble. But Denise has shown quite the resilience in this matchup. Again, that great first leg performance and solid battling in leg number 2. You just got to pull it together for a little bit. But right now, Laura's trying to ride the momentum, ride the wave. What a last start there. Continuing to pile on the points and getting a third number online. Denise's demise might be in front of her, but this is still not over quite yet. She's going to fight to the end. But the wry smile tells all you need to know.
Yeah, Laura's thinking, alrighty, one more, and I'm the winner. And it's a tough one in Paula Murphy. But if she's going to do it, why not do it against one of our very best? 2 of our very best. I mean, Tracy's up there as well.
And if you're playing in a steel tip tournament in the U.S., and especially in Florida, just assume you're going to be playing Paula in the final if you haven't already played her. That is how that works.
I mean, you're not wrong, buddy. You're not wrong.
Unless it's about bagels, I'm usually right. And there, what a last start from Laura to secure the close. Having, again, a massive advantage in this matchup. This leg not representing Denise's great effort and this great battling that we've seen. But Laura just really clicked together this last leg, found the momentum, and really rode through.
Herself 2 bulls away. Laura try to wrap this up and face Paula in the final.
And there's just the single, not quite over yet, but it's just delaying the inevitable you have to feel given this moment, given this matchup.
Yeah, definitely so. Harry from the UK saying, Laura must have said, let's make a little dark cash while we're on vacation. I think it's a little bit of both. They plan it around a few trips here as they're making it worthwhile right now. The both of them, Aaron Turner and Laura Turner, as Laura, well, is going to meet the young lady in the purple blue over there. I think it's more blue. But I'm colorblind sometimes. Paula Murphy. So that'll be our next matchup, our final matchup of the evening. Laura Turner taking on Paula Murphy. Jen, absolutely god-awful job at chalking.
You know what?
I'm just kidding.
I thought it wasn't half bad.
It really wasn't.
Some would even say semi-decent, Will.
Semi-decent. Semi-decent indeed. Your next matchup, Paula Murphy taking on Laura Turner. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
And the tale of the tape told true, as we expected to see this final based off earlier performances. It's Paula Murphy, your reigning ADO Cricket National Champion, taking on Laura Turner, who has been quite the fierce competitor on the dartboard today. My name is Nick Teixeira, joined by Gordon Dixon on the call. Oh my gosh, I didn't even mean that one.
Yeah, you did.
No, that was joined by Will Stewart, Gordon Dixon's son, on the call.
Epic drop in, Nick.
I really didn't mean that one.
This guy. Well, looking forward to this duel as we get the talented Paula Murphy, who gained her 8th cricket national title today. And then Laura Turner from the UK, of course, PDC commentator, making a run here in this one, which is good to see. So who's going to win this one? This is a first to 3-leg battle. We do take that step up here in this one.
I would also like to humbly remind everybody that's watching Laura Turner throw that not all commentators can back it up like she can. Will and I suck.
She's a fantastic player. I've actually, I was out there just chit-chatting just in passing, and she was like, well, you've kicked my butt a couple times this one. I was like, no, get out of here. You've done your fair share, as we've actually, we played remotely a few times. I think me and Aaron are still scratched in on the Scolia to play against each other soon, so I'm looking forward to that one as well. But, yeah, she knows a thing or two, obviously, to get her to this point.
Paula does find the 19 on the last. Yeah, 4 mark found. Paula's still going to be the favorite in this matchup, considering her ADO win earlier today and the fact that it's bad to bet against Paula Murphy. But Laura's been proven, especially not in this last match, but the match we saw prior, earlier in her run, an absolute threat with how well she's been playing today.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the request here from Jacob saying, need to get Laura Turner in the booth. Yeah, I think we'll definitely ask her, but at the same time, this is vacation for her too, so.
It's my favorite when people are like, don't you love talking about darts? And I was like, yeah, but when it's your job, sometimes you want a break. Maybe you want to throw instead of call. But if we can get her in the booth, that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
So cool. Dibs on commentating with her.
That's fine.
No, you can have it. You can have it.
I'll do a little production.
You can have it. But dibs. No, for real. I said it first.
Of course.
Getting back to it here.
Paula has the 19s and 17s her way. Point advantage as well, so going at the 18s.
Yeah, just going for a classic 1, 2, 3 on the 18s. Does execute it quite well. So 2 numbers and points advantage for Paula Murphy. It is a race to 3 instead of a race to 2 in this final. So you have a little bit of extra runway, but you don't want to use all of it. You'd rather get it done as quick as possible. And there, the 16s finds the first, but won't be able to get too much more. And Paula should be able to shoot right at them, staying on the tail of Laura here, who is running down the board.
There goes the 16s over to the 15s. There you go. Closes those as well. A couple points to boot.
Yeah, you're not going to be mad about some bonus money, especially because that one added a bowl on the 15s. But Paula looking prime with a 3-number advantage to go ahead and take leg number 1. Laura going to try to defend on the bowls just in case, but not looking likely here. Which just the hole to throw. Not going to tell the full story, as Laura also below where we would expect her to be at a 2.2 currently.
And that'll do it. Couple nice bowls from Paula. As, Jen is up there chalking again. Look at her go.
Hey, see the record light on your GoPro. That's good news.
That is fantastic news. Looks like she's angling it right, too. Laura does get the start here in leg number 2. And that is a great start of a 7 mark for her. Looks like we do have some UK folks joining us. We'll give you a shout out to Walton Working Men's Club there in the UK.
Sorry, we couldn't give you a better shout out.
That was pretty bad. That was my bad there. I wanted to do the
Wally Walters Walking One. Shout out to them.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome. Here we go. Laura does find a 7 to get things going here and should be able to close these 19s right behind. Kind of doing the inverse of what we saw the previous leg, but with firmer control. Going to be happy with the start there.
Yeah, definitely so. As you can see, Paula go ahead and attack in the 17s here.
And it makes sense. We see this with Paula going from the 19 to the 17. She prefers to stay on that side. And it's also a habitual thing we've seen in a lot of Florida players' dart games, a track thing that we've seen time and time again.
You see Laura going after the attack here to close. Just 3 singles needed. 3 singles achieved.
And people undervalue this, but in steel tip cricket specifically, these 3-mark closes are so massive. They literally define your tournament run more often than not.
But they can also be scary, too, because all you need is 3 singles, and sometimes you just get lackadaisical with it and pop one on the outside, and then all of a sudden it's an opening opportunity.
And that's why they're so crucial.
Exactly so. I mean, I always say it. Don't slack on those around-the-board single practice games because that is big. Even just the fat pie single, when you need it, you need it. So go ahead and practice it. Work that into the routine.
No, certainly right. And for those who are like, well, how do you even actually practice the big singles? It's the same mentality. Aim small, miss small. Get a couple target rings and move it from your triple over to your 20 bed. Just try to lock in on a particular bristle that's hanging out the dartboard. There's a lot of different ways you can really reinforce that behavior because when you're looking at the entire single segment, it's very easy to drag a dart wide.
You'd be surprised how annoying it is to try to go around the board on the singles and then you miss the 20 or you miss the bowl and you're like, what the heck? now I got to start over.
Well, sometimes I will just go with the single 20s, and I will say, okay, my goal in the big single is I have to hit this many in a row.
Yeah.
And I will start there, and so I'll usually start at 10, then I'll move it up to 20, then 30, then 40, and then try to end at 50. On more intense practice regimens I used to do.
Well, Paul only grabs 116. Laura going to attack the 16s herself. I mean, why not given the circumstances? You got the 50-point lead. You've got 2 houses in the 20 and 19s.
Yeah, again, great calculated play from Laura Turner. This is a lot more collected compared to that 2-2 start in the first leg. Absolutely, it's turned around with a 3.7 in this leg.
Same strategy. I mean, 3 15s here is A-okay, especially with Paula only grabbing 2.
There doesn't hit the big number on the last. It's
Not as
that big of an opening.
Not big of a not as big of a deal because you have the 3. So
Well, it's also 50 points, so you need 4 marks for Paula to catch up, plus the 1 to close. So it's a 5-mark bare minimum start before your other 3 numbers are in anywhere near danger. So you'll get away with it here, and that's the type of stuff where at the end of legs you want to be able to afford to get away with things because you did all the work earlier on.
Paula's shaking her head.
I think she gave a little fist bump or something. back there,
I think she was getting her
maybe
sleeve,
flexing her
yeah,
arm.
her
Yeah.
sleeve situated there.
I thought she gave it a little pump.
Would be something.
And we'll say, I don't know if Jen Mounts was prepared for this, but Paula Murphy, one of my favorite and least favorite people to chalk for as a chalker. And I say that because she makes you laugh the entire time. And as a chalker, I've always tried so hard to be impartial.
Yeah.
And so, like, I love it because she's hilarious. But the entire time, I'm like, oh, man, I hope their opponent doesn't think I'm, like, being chummy with them. I'm sure Jen's going to have a story and a half based on her experience up there just as a chalker.
Great double there for Laura to put it away. And for you folks in the UK, we know we're calling it double single. Well, in this game, I mean, 2 for the red bits, 2, the green bits, 1. So we got to do it that way.
It's cricket. It's literally it's cricket. Now,
Exactly.
if in 01 you want to be pedantic about it, I get it. That's fine. But in cricket, it's cricket. This is a single bowl.
It's a single
it's a
double
bowl.
I like it. Looking for another triple. She gathers it. What a 7 for Laura.
Yeah, really gaining some momentum. Paula has been very kind with these 20s, so I expect to see a good fight back on the 2019 battle. I don't think this will be over in the next shot or two. And a good find on the last start. Makes the 5 to collect, and Laura now back to the 19s.
Takes a look in. You still need the triple and can't find it. 57 does give her the point lead.
And adding a dart to Paula's throw is helpful when you know how valuable her darts are. It's 1 less at your household you're trying to defend. Paula Glenn down, but is staying up and does find another last start trip. Of course, you always want that trip on the first. You want to be able to have a little bit more freedom in where you can shoot, but you're not going to be mad about it because it's better to show up in the third dart than none of your darts.
And that is kind of a stumble there for Laura. As this opens the door for Paula to attack here on the 19s. Another single closes.
Does get it. Again, well collected from Paula Murphy. Laura trying to mount a defense on the 18s versus 20s. And again, gets the close, which means that you're not going to get hurt by whatever Paula does to the 18s. But it's also fair to assume Paula will close these 18s.
Mm-hmm. And she does it first dart, too, so Paula will start to work her way around.
Good position. Yeah, you almost expected it to be a trip. It still follows the same line. You could tell she was feeling that 17. It just doesn't quite go. Laura needs to try to maximize anything you can get out of the 17s because you, again, are assuming it's going to get taken away. A trip here, try to get 34 points back, reduce the deficit to 34. Doesn't happen. So now Paula's going to grab a single 17 and move on to the next.
Exactly what she'll do. Over the 16s now. May go back up. Yeah, I figures. I mean, yeah, you could hit the triple, but a single doesn't do much. So go ahead and pad it up a little bit. Try to guarantee yourself a 2-1 advantage going into this next leg where Laura will start no matter what.
Well, and again, you would much rather have 3 clear at a number rather than taking a 1 or 2 dart, I need to find a trip kind of pressure. So now she can reset and go right at this and then be able to continue to move along with her shot selection. Great stuff from Paula Murphy. Trying to get this sealed up into the Bulls. And not quite, but again, another great turn where it forces Laura now to have to find a 7 or more. Doesn't get the 7 or more.
Yeah, and this is cued in for Paula. She's throwing a 4.1 here in this leg. To close it out. Put herself one leg away from another win here in Kissimmee, Florida.
And Laura, I mean, the difference between their two, because we saw in the last leg a very high performance from Laura, is that her floor is just a little bit lower, but her ceiling is just as high. We've seen that with Paula, who's had her dips and legs, but hasn't dipped quite down. Over again, that first leg was around a 2-2. This leg right here is at a 3-3. Paula just finding a steadier gear. And if I'm Laura, I'm thinking, okay, as long as I still have that same high gear, I'm going to be fine. I just need to hold my throw and then focus on the break when it comes time to do it.
There's 2.
I think it's over.
Laura thinks it's over. It's not over.
It's not over.
One more leg.
It's not over.
One more leg.
Our official is not telling them that's over.
One more leg.
Laura, don't go too far. It's not over. It's a race of 3. And they're going to have a little bit of a laugh about that. That's honestly, though, now you're playing with house money.
Yep, exactly.
I already thought the match was over. I already shook my opponent's hand.
Bonus coverage.
Yeah. Imagine we faded to black.
That would be funny.
No one ever knew the rest of the match. Here we go. Laura, you're playing with house money. You thought it was over. What are you going to do now? Oh,
she's going to be relaxed here and throw a 9. She's going to be relaxed here and throw a 9.
Laura Turner. Oh, she does find 3 trips, but pulls it on the last. It's an excellent open. I believe the term is womp womp. No, it's a great shot there as Paula Murphy's looking to try to respond. She is looking to try to respond. What is the shenanigans? There's a 7 from Paula Murphy right back.
What a duel. And our opener of leg number 4. Playing with house money. Why not make the best of it? Great 4 mark.
Well, and chat, I'm sure you guys can relate. How many times have you been playing just a leg of darts, for example, where you kind of realize, okay, I'm probably out of it, and then you just nail a big hat trick or a big close around the board because you're like, I guess it's over. That's the type of energy you get to play with when you assume the whole match is over and you got a bonus leg. It's a great spot to find yourself in mentally. It can really trick your mind into just being very favorable in the context. And ADO, please reprimand our chalker for not knowing the rules. Amazing. Shout out Corey Middleton for being my favorite viewer today and my favorite dart player in the room.
Who now has a permanent lock screen with your face
Not
on it.
permanent.
It's
Calm
permanent.
it down.
You hit up AT&T and said, don't give him anything else. Good 4 for Paula. Since that Laura, I mean, a triple right from the rip is massive for her.
Instead, just playing to get the point lead back to add a dart to Paula's repertoire, but only grabs the one single. So now Paula Murphy can just shoot 320s. It's only a 9-point difference with a mark on your 19, but it's the 20s. You have to take them away.
Mm-hmm. She does so. First dart. Big one from Paula. And just going right back down for more points. Smart decision, especially against Laura.
Now, of course, Laura could hit a big 8 mark here.
You see,
Could hit a big 8 mark here.
this would be huge.
Oh, she keeps pushing that 7 on the third dart shot at the 19. It's a excellent shot, though, because it keeps her in the leg.
We'll say her husband, Aaron, is watching on in the background, using the helpful tool of Dart Connect in his hand to make sure he can see the score line.
Not a bad idea.
No, not bad at all. This is a big round for Laura needed.
And again, another big first dart on the 18. It's just barely on the other side of the wire, but it looks like such an inviting dart.
And you got to think that Paula would be tempted to go at these 18s here.
She'll do crazy things to avoid the top of the board. And not the 20s lately, but the 18s she still does. It's a little bit of a habit in her game. She's only going to take one, and it drops low. But we saw Las Vegas Open, where Paula was really pantomiming that the extension kind of hurt a little bit or something.
Well, that's possibly why she does rock the sleeve. I mean, maybe that elbow tightens up towards the end of the weekend for her. She's doing back-to-back multiple events here, so it's actually back-to-back-to-back. She went, Music City. She went Bull Shooter last week, and now this one.
If you're Paula's bank account, you're feeling very happy with how your last couple weekends have been going.
I would say so.
A good 5 from Paula. Again, Laura looking for that first start trip go-ahead. You need the go sign to steal first base in this back-and-forth battle. You don't steal first base. That was stupid.
Yeah, it's an impossible task there, Nick. You can still second, third, or home, though.
I could have picked literally any of the
other bases, but not that
brutal.
one.
Yeah, that's no good.
That would be what we consider a walk.
I'll never be on the Portland Pickles team at this rate.
Nope. No, you will not. Two 19s.
This is Laura's chance to regain control. Drill this 19 first and do it within 1 to 2 darts.
Mm-hmm. Force a 2-2.
And now drill this 18, at least a single. And does do so. And again, you say at least a single because you want to minimize the opportunity for Paula to be able to swing the 18. Now she has to find a 6 mark before considering the option.
That's exactly it. And she won't find it here. So committed on the 17s will be Paula.
It would be a happy commitment, admittedly. She loves those 17s.
Oh, what a recovery from that first dart. And a well off her target in her eyes. But this forces Laura to grab a 4 mark. Oh, no.
Yeah, and here's Paula's moment to strike right back.
Yeah, this is a moment indeed. And she 3 singles is a good shot here.
At least the 2 singles on the 18. No matter what, you need to close this 18 on this visit, or else you're going to feel like it's a wasted opportunity. And it is now the bare minimum, but it is the close. Laura now, again, has to find at least 5 marks on the 16 to regain that point lead. It's a battle down to the bowl as they continue to move along the board. Nothing is set in stone in this matchup yet, especially with it being 2-1. Laura's playing with house money in a situation where all of a sudden she could be at match point.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's a tight-knit one. Granted, Paula has her wedge on the 17s.
As tight-knit as the sweater my grandma gave me for Christmas. Good find on the last start for the 17s. Big 5.
She bought that from Gap, by the way.
She should have bought a bigger size. I didn't fit.
It's all unraveled on the floor now. So that's a loose knit sweater.
Once a tight knit sweater becomes a loose knit opportunity, Paula Murphy, 57-point difference, goes ahead and adds on to it with a 17. Again, so inviting.
Oh,
she finds the
my.
16s, moving along the board to the 15s, and sails it high, but is going to be very happy with that visit.
I think so. I mean, the added points on the 17 are massive there. Puts Laura down by 108, has to commit all darts on the 15s. And no matter what, it's not going to be enough for Laura Turner, who finds herself in a situation where she thought it was done and dusted. It most likely is done and dusted now.
Yeah, there's not much you can do to get out of the situation unless Paula misses this last single. I held my breath after saying that because that would have been an ultimate commentator's curse.
Yes, definitely so.
So now push to the Bulls. This is where Laura has shown a lot of resilience. She's hidden this bull very, very well. But Paula should be able to just clean this up and then be able to truly shake the opponent's hand in victory.
3 for another title on the day.
Happy accident. That adds a bull. Not as happy of an accident, but didn't need to be.
May abandon, we'll see.
I don't think she abandons. She does. I don't think you need to, just because Laura still needs 1 to close, and then with the other 17. I mean, I guess it did push the bull even further.
Yes.
But now it's 6 bulls needed to get the point lead back for Laura.
Finds 1, but 1 is not going to be enough. 127 points the way of Paula. No need to abandon. Just go all the way at it. Even if you miss here, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, doesn't find it. Math is a little bit off from my previous but this is a 6-bull shot now needed. If you hit 3, you might consider the 17. But no matter what, you have to hit at least 3 on this visit. So 2 and a single 17 would leave her an outside shot on the next turn if Paula stays at the bull for all 3 and doesn't finish the game.
Having some issues with the bull here is Paula.
Yeah, and she's switching because a single 17 doesn't push, so she has to stay down for 2 if she's going to do it. I think she sailed that last start. It's only a 1 mark, so double bull, double 17 would be very interesting here.
I like the return from Paula. She gave her the old 2 taps.
Anything Laura hits here is still massive for the pressure.
Ooh.
It's still massive, as now it's a 2-bull deficit. It's not quite over. Paula needs that first dart to find the bull. She needs that guiding dart. Single 17 does add a bull, but she does find the first bull. And there's the double. Paula said, oh, that's where it was.
Paula Murphy does the job here for her 2nd win on the day. Starting off with perfection here in Kissimmee, Florida. What a win for the smooth operator. She's a smooth operator.
Smooth operator.
That was smooth. That's exactly what that was. A great duet from Will and Nick here.
With Nikki, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. But that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. We've got some more action coming your way on Saturday and Sunday. We'll start off the day tomorrow. I believe we'll get some of the youth event. We'll find out. And then we've got the women's WDF event starting at 10, men's starting at 11. So look for the stream maybe around a 10:30 time or so. We'll be down here a little bit and kind of keep an eye on the youth, maybe try to get as much as we can covered of that. So
let me translate that. Tune in tomorrow for some great action. We'll be bringing it to you.
Great job, Nick. Great job.
Thank you all for tuning in so much as we had a fun time covering this, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you all watch along with us or in the Dart Hall tomorrow. Will and Nick and probably Gordon Dixon somewhere signing off.
Take care, everybody.